To the Juliaag111 file series emergency update. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, besties. Thank you to all of you that have been patiently waiting in the chat. Our scheduled live stream started a little bit earlier because we were going to need a lot more time today to cover what's been going on since yesterday. A lot of developments in the series. And I just wanted to be able to get on here and do the thing. Today's class is mandatory. While we get started, I already ordered my pink drink. Get your mate. Get your coffee, get your snacks. Per usual, I'm going to pin to the top of the chat the link to become a bestie or baddie to be able to make sure you get access to all the behind the scenes content, replays, monthly giveaways, and if you want to start out our first TTS. As a reminder, this week, all tips with a minimum of $10 will go towards our Friday giveaway for one of the baristas. Tips can be sent in through GTS, Venmo, Zelle, or the tip line. Thank you to all of you that have been supporting my live streams. We're going to have a lot of ups and downs in today's live. We're going to see a little bit of a different structure due to obvious reasons, and we'll go into all of that. But first, roll call. I need everybody here. Today's class is mandatory because yesterday's live stream was not viewable to everybody, unfortunately. Now, you understand the importance of being here on time and live because sometimes things happen and the replays poof, disappear. Okay, so due to a series of reports today's live is going to be structured a bit different. You won't see, we're not going to do receipts today because people are
thank you
so much, besties.
99 cheese Maybachs. Starting off strong, let's go.
Thank you so much, V. First, let me jump into the first thing because I know everybody has questions about what happened to the videos, what's going on, where's yesterday's replay. A lot of you were watching it last night at like 10 and it disappeared in the middle of you guys watching it. I was actually in bed like normal people when my man getting, never mind. I was in bed like a normal person around 10:30 p.m. after I had clocked in a very long day. I did a lot of hours of live streaming yesterday, okay? So I was in bed and I woke up this morning to a flurry of emails from YouTube that they had received yes, thank you for checking. Sorry, let me try not to get distracted because I hate when I get distracted and I lose my train of thought. Oh, Lily, thank you so much for the... Lily's been showing so much love to my online shop. Thank you to all of you that have placed orders with my online shop. We took an L today. I took an L today, okay? I think it's very important for me to be transparent with you guys through this series when I've taken L's and W's. And one thing about this type of content is I've always known what I'm opening the door to and what I'm up against, especially when I've dealt with these people before, okay? So while I was sleeping last night, somebody was up all night and all morning mass reporting the entire green card series to YouTube on sites of privacy invasions, privacy claims, okay? So in the course of the morning, I woke up and I got like yesterday's live replay was already taken down, and I had some of you texting me and emailing me that the live disappeared while you were watching it. I'm so sorry. I am so sad that you didn't get to watch yesterday's live stream because it was so much fun. It was lit. But I will give it to her. I was ruthless last night. I was ruthless last night, and something or a few of the things that I said triggered somebody to a degree that they went on a reporting spree. And if you guys have been around since 2023 or 2022, Torta is she's a professional in having shit taken down. She had 13 of my TikTok accounts taken down, okay? TikToks with thousands of followers, TikToks with 1,000 followers, okay? So they have a group. And when I say group, I mean group, multiple people in group chats that dedicate themselves to mass reporting, and they've been able to learn, the loopholes, the ins and outs of most platforms since 2022. So last night's live got hit, and she succeeded, and she noticed that she filed a claim on last night's live, and it got removed last night. So because she saw that it worked, this morning she woke up and she spent all morning. And it was happening real time while I was getting the emails from YouTube. She spent all morning filing privacy claims on all the videos on the green card files. All of them, starting from the first video to, and I think it was a total of like 5 or 6, because I hadn't even done that many. Like we were barely in like week 1. Okay. So she was able to, she started filing. I started getting like bleep, bleep, bloop, you know, hey, we'd like to give you a notification that we've received a privacy complaint from a third party. And YouTube gives you the opportunity to remove the video before they remove it. And I said, no, I'm not going to remove it. Let them review it. She was able to succeed in getting 3 of the videos taken down. 2 are still up. I'm assuming that YouTube, and some of the privacy complaints that she cited were just clips of me talking, which I thought was weird, and YouTube must have noticed that too. But she pretty much just went on a mass reporting spree for privacy complaints, citing that her privacy is being invaded through this series. And so the first thing I want to show, because I know the intention of this series, Mrs. Reyes, thank you so much.
Tortilla is mad.
Yes, she's triggered, mad. Triggered, and not with trigger fingers. Thank you so much. So the first thing is, my concern for my channel, obviously. Thankfully, shout out to YouTube on this, but privacy complaints are not channel strikes. And I'm just going to show you a quick screenshot. Torta, no te enojes, because I know how much you hate receipts. I like to tell my stories through receipts. And I thought that people would appreciate that instead of, some creators that get on here and just tell stories and pull things out of their ass and sell fake stories for views. I tell my stories with receipts, and that's really the only difference between me and, well, no, I take that back. There's a lot of differences. Anyway, my channel does not have any strikes, and I know that that was the intention behind all of those mass reports that they sent in over the course of yesterday and this morning. So she was able to succeed in, I believe, 3 or 4 videos being permanently removed. It did not affect my channel, which I'm very glad, because I know that the intention behind those reports were to have strikes issued on my channel and my channel removed. That is Julia's MO. That is her style. That's what she's always done. And she's very upset and triggered about what's been recently going on, and that everybody's dragging her on social media for all the horrible things that she's been doing to multiple creators for many years. So her way to retaliate is to hide in her corner and file mega reports trying to get people's accounts taken down. She can't get on here and face the music. She can't get on here and face her audience. And because she has so much time on her hands, she's mass reporting. So that's what happened with some of the videos in the green card files. So I'll need to restructure some of the series into how we move forward to avoid her filing complaints. And let me tell you what actually triggered her, okay? In yesterday's live stream, I played a video that she had deleted from her YouTube channel. It was a video of her crashing out when her sister went live with me. That's what triggered her, and it's what sent her into this mass reporting spree. And she was able to throw something on the wall, and it stuck, so she kept throwing it on the wall, okay? So that's what happened. I will be completely honest with you guys. I was very discouraged this morning. I definitely W for Torta on getting my videos taken down. I felt very discouraged. That's like a week's worth of content that I don't believe I'll be paid for. So it hit my pockets. And more than anything, it was like hours worth of work that I had created for my channel for you guys. And I was upset that I didn't even get to watch my own replay last night, because I always watch my replays. I think they're just as funny, and I love to watch your guys' live rechat or the live chat replay, because sometimes in the live it's going so fast that I'm not watching it. So I was really discouraged. It gave me some PTSD, absolutely, because this is the stuff they used to do to me, and it made me realize that she's now. In the beginning, her attention was solely on Yesenia, but now I've gotten her pissed off enough that she's redirected back to me, and she's resorting to some of the same things that she used to do to me in 2022, which was mass reporting, trying to get my pages taken down. And right now she's focused on YouTube, because YouTube is what's giving this life. She knows that YouTube is where I'm making a lot of my money. It's where I'm getting a lot of tips from you guys. It's where I'm monetizing off of the series. And it's what's helping Yesenia get to her goal, particularly on the GoFundMe. So that is where we're at. And like I said, I just want to be completely transparent that I was really discouraged this morning. I was really just, it gave me some PTSD. Like, here we fucking go again. And I knew what I was doing. I knew who I was getting into the ring with. I know how these people move. But I also was like, let me tell you why I was a little frustrated, because in 2022, when this happened to me and she was making videos about me and my family, showing my court documents, showing my kids, I also filed privacy complaints to YouTube, and YouTube said that they found no issues with her content. Okay. And so I remember when I tried to go to the platform for help in battling this bully, YouTube didn't help me. And so I was just frustrated at the way that... Thank you so much, Becky.
You're not alone anymore, bestie.
Thank you, bestie. I appreciate you. So I was just... I thought it was really ironic that the person that began all of this is able to manipulate, you know, the platforms like this and incite that she's having her privacy invaded when this is what she's built her entire channel off of. So what did she do at the same time that she was mass reporting me? She deleted 40 videos this morning from her channel. I showed the receipts of some of that on my wall that you guys can go and reference. I'm going to avoid showing receipts today because somebody is too fucking sensitive to handle them. But while she was reporting my videos, she was taking down every single video that she had made about Yesenia. You know, where she herself was holding her phone like this, showing other people's faces, showing where people lived, all that type of shit, right? 40 videos that she had to scrub this morning. Why did she delete those videos? It's not to do with the court, because we already have them downloaded and saved for court. She deleted them because she didn't want to open the door for Yesenia to file privacy complaints on her channel. And let me tell you why we haven't done that, and we don't care to do that, Dorda, because I know you're in here watching. All it does is get the video removed. It's already up there. You've already consumed it. You've already made it. Your audience has already consumed it. So it doesn't make any sense for us to invest any energy into reporting the hundreds of videos that she has about people invading their privacy. When one, it's not going to ding her channel, because as you just saw, privacy complaints are not channel strikes. Two, we don't want her to take down the videos. Those videos being up there don't bother her, right? So yeah, she hid them, and that's the same reason why she took down her videos of me in 2022, because I did start reaching out to YouTube. YouTube did not help me, but I know that they let her know that the videos were in question, and that's why and let me tell you something.
At Roach Outreach sent $9.99 cheese Maybox. See if you can appeal to YouTube. These are public records. F that tubby hose.
Thank you.
Gorda's mad.
Thank you, Roach Outreach. I did appeal. They were denied. And I'm just going to be completely transparent with you guys. You know, Julia got one on me today. She got my videos taken down. The appeals were denied. And I did. The first appeal that I did was very just quickly. I didn't know you could only appeal once. And then it got denied because I didn't provide enough information. On the second and third one, I provided a lot of information, but they were ultimately denied. So I will let her have it. I will tell you she took a big W today on YouTube, but she took a fat ass L in the court case. And that's all I will say. She has much bigger concerns. But before I get there, she didn't delete these videos. She privated them. I know that because I have the link. Thank you, besties. Native Rain. For the fun, Annie Star. Thank you, bestie.
At Native Rain has just tipped $49.99 through Super Chat. And you need to reach out to Travis County DA. This is retaliation for the PO-free Yesenia. More cyberbullying, harassment, emotional distress, and financial
Thank you, Native Rain. I did speak to the prosecutor today, so I'll get there in a second. Thank you, besties.
Talk 25 has just tipped $19.99 through Super Chat. For the Annie Fund from another Annie, 2 hearts emoji.
Thank you, Annie and Native Rain. I appreciate you guys because I do have to make up for a week's worth of lives. I think the super chats and stuff I'll still receive. I'm not sure. I'm actually not entirely sure. I just ChatGPT'd it. But the monetization from those videos that were taken down, is an L, right? So hold on, before I jump to the prosecutor, I want to stay on I have a chronological order of things that I want to cover. Julia didn't delete the videos, she privated them. I know that because I have the links to all of them, and when I click on them, it tells me that the videos were privated, not the video has been removed, right? So she privated her videos with the intention of concealing them from the public to be able to file reports. So the scrubbing of her channel was done as a strategic move to protect her channel from reports, because that is how much she depends on her YouTube channel. That is how afraid she is, and that's how guilty she knows she is. Has nothing to do with court. I've seen some of you speculate that she deleted it for court purposes. It's not for court purposes. Her biggest focus right now is social media. It's not the court case. And that is my biggest wow in all of this, is that she's more worried about my YouTube videos than what she's facing in court. She has much bigger problems than my videos. Much bigger. But it tells you how obsessed and fixated she still is on me even years later. She watches every live stream. She's timestamped everything that she wants to report to YouTube, and she is beside herself, okay? She left my besties dry of a week's content because she couldn't take somebody else dishing out what she's been doing for years, okay? She's officially began to target me again behind the scenes. Okay, she's not going to come out and publicly say my name. She's going to do the same shit they've been doing for years, including Candace, right? It's going to be very much, I never even talk about her, and behind the scenes they're doing shit like this. Trying to get my pages flagged, trying to get my shit taken down, trying to get, there are group chats going on right now with screenshots of this live. There are group chats right now with screenshots of the reports being sent. There are group chats right now of people telling each other specifically what to report for, okay? So we are back in the trenches with Torta. We pissed her off enough that she directed her anger back at me yesterday morning, and she is scrambling. And Torta, you have much bigger issues to worry about than my videos, okay? I can recoup a week's worth of content. I can recoup those super chats. I could sell my ass on OnlyFans if I need to, but you have much bigger fish to fry. You are facing felonies, girl. You are in danger, like big danger, okay? So the series took a small, and let me recap the series, okay? Let's recap the series of the things that were removed from the series to fill in the blanks. Okay, part 1 focused on the introduction to the green card files. Part 1 focused on going through the green card files from USCIS. We read over Jacob's statement. We read about the mystery child. We went through all the details of the green card case, where it is a fact that they committed green fraud. They misrepresented their circumstances for her husband to obtain his status. And that is what we covered in the first episode. After that, that's been the only structured video we had. It was the whiteboard video, okay? After that, it's been nothing but live streams of hee-hee-ha-has. Nothing but live streams of us comparing, bringing up clips of her replays. And you know why she hasn't filed copyrights? Let me tell you why she hasn't filed copyrights on my channel, because she tried that in 2023. To file a copyright complaint, she can file her copyright complaint, and then when I challenge it, she has to provide YouTube with documentation that she's initiated court proceedings over that copyright claim, which we know she's not going to, because she can't even afford an attorney to protect herself over this PO. She doesn't have money to take me to court for copyright. So because of that, her copyright claims were dismissed. And if she files any more baseless copyright claims, her channel could be taken down. That's what happened in 2023. So in 2023, she learned, fuck, I can't get her for copyrights. What can I get her for? This time she swung around with privacy violations, because that's what I filed back in 2022 when she had my videos, my court docs, my kids all over her channel. And that is why she privated her first videos that started her YouTube channel that were centered on me. That is why today she spent all morning, it was 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was on her tab, okay? I was on her tab. Thank you, Marie.
At Miriam555 has just tipped $19.99 through Super Chat.
Come
Hear
in.
that, Torta, you have bigger things coming your way, and no, it's not a cake.
Thank
Short
you,
cake emoji.
Not that it's not a cake. Thank you so much, Marie. Yeah, so we were in her member tab this morning, and we caught her in 4K deleting all the videos of Yesenia, which is something that I also posted on my member wall. So she moved like this. Like she was, I don't know what got, like she must have woke, I don't think that girl went to bed last night. That girl is so hit over all the roasting we've been doing on these videos that she woke up and she was like, oh no. Because, okay, the videos are down. You hit me with the week's worth of content, but the narrative's already out there. It's already viral. Like people already consumed the video. It's just like us telling you to delete the video of Yesenia that you have, but you already watched it. People already watched it. People already know. People already know you committed fraud. People already know about the green card files, right? And then particularly the one where she got served, she got that one flagged as well and taken down. The one where we got her served on live, that one was such a, my heart is broken for those. My heart is so broken for those because that was some good shit. I have like 20 minutes of it screen recorded because I was screen recording it for my replay on TikTok. But what I think is really ironic, que no aguantó nada, okay? 40 videos she had of Yesenia. 40. And counting. There's still some up there that she forgot. She had 40 videos. 40 videos of Yesenia, of Yesenia's family, Yesenia's child, Yesenia's house. 40 videos.
$9.99 cheese Maybucks.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Light is running scared. Don't let her come up for air.
Oh, she's feeling it. Thank you so much, Mary. All of you sending in tips, I appreciate wholeheartedly. You're going on the giveaway for Friday for the barista. Anna, welcome. Thank you for purchasing a membership.
Has purchased a membership.
Yeah, so I'll need to start coming up with a backup way of saving my videos because I wasn't. But those were some gold nuggets, okay? And that's the importance of being up on the series. Being there during the live streams because unfortunately sometimes they don't make it to the replays, okay? So keep our foot on her neck, okay? She is feeling the pressure bad. So much that she can't even get on live. She cannot show face. She was trying to get the videos taken down. She doesn't want people to hear the narrative. She doesn't want people to see her humiliated the same way that she's been humiliating Yesenia. Okay? Some of those videos contained really good, like, a side-by-side comparison of what she moves like and then what it's like behind the scenes. And I'll give it to her, okay? I was doxing her people on some of those videos. So and remember when I started this series, if you were here when I started this series, I said I was going to have no professionalism, no boundaries, and that gloves were off. You guys remember when I said that, okay? So in fairness, I do think I violated guidelines in those videos. I don't regret it, bitch. I don't regret it. I will take an L, okay? I will take an L in the name of justice. I had to take an L in the name of justice because somebody had to fucking do it, okay? We made her just as uncomfortable. We doxed her mods. We doxed the people supporting her. We showed people where she lived. We showed her front door. I mean, yeah. We made her very uncomfortable. We showed pictures of the green card files. We showed pictures of those letters. And yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did violate your guidelines and did. Okay? It was worth it. I'm going to have to sell a little more ass on the blue page next week, but it was worth it. Okay? And you know what all that did? It generated support towards Yesenia. It did. Okay, so yes, my channel took a hit. It was collateral damage in getting this narrative out. My channel is the reason why this narrative got out. It's the reason why other creators are picking it up. It's the reason why it's viral. It's the reason why she can't show her face right now. It's the reason why she was humiliated. So yeah, I put my channel up on the line. I put my brand up on the line. I risked my brand, and I'm sure there's people that are looking at me and are like, I don't want to work with her because she's so messy. That's okay. That's okay. I think that it was worth it to get to where we're at and to drag her to court. I don't regret it. Cool. You got 3 W's, 3 videos you got taken down because you don't want people to know the truth about you. Okay. You cost me my super chats for those videos. There's more where that came from. Okay. My girls got me. And I think what really hurts her is seeing Yesenia get support, is seeing me get support, is seeing her, she's going through PTSD as well, because she's been bullied her whole life. And maybe, yes, maybe she's getting bullied right now. People are humiliating her. Content creators are dragging her for the GoFundMe, all of that, okay? It was necessary for her to get it. It was necessary for her to understand what she's been doing is wrong. It was necessary for her to feel what she's done to multiple women. There was no other way. There was no other way. We tried ignoring her. We tried pretending she wasn't there. We tried going on with our content. We tried just, here's my cups. We tried moving on with our wheels, selling. We tried, okay? We tried. And she kept going, and it kept progressing, and it kept progressing, and it kept progressing. Right? So somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. And look at all the other people coming out and saying, finally, okay? Look at how many other people have come forward and said, this is what I experienced with her. Somebody had to do it. And if it had to be my channel to take a couple hits, then so be it. Okay, so the important thing this morning was, okay, my channel will take no strikes, because that's important. If you get strikes on your YouTube channel, you can lose your shit. I did take a small L today. And I think it's important to acknowledge that publicly. Okay, let me give it to her. Let me give it to her fucking group of bitches in the group chat right now. Oh, yeah, we got her shit. All right, have it. But you have bigger fucking problems right now than my YouTube videos. You know who called me today? The prosecutor. You are in some deep shit. Deep shit. In the court of public opinion, you have lost already. You have already lost. It doesn't matter what you do on TikTok. You've lost, okay? In the court of Travis County, you are facing felonies. Felonies. Okay? Felonies. Felonies.
Agnes Reese sent $2 chisme bucks. /triple chin better get used to that foot.
So at the same time that I was dealing with fucking YouTube notifications all morning on my channel, I was also getting some very important phone calls from Travis County. So I was weighing it out. I was like, all right, we took some L's here, but we took some fucking W's over here. Important W's. Where it matters. And that's why I was like, she is focused on the wrong things right now. The wrong things. She's more worried about what people think about her, what people are seeing, what people are saying on social media, than realizing that her freedom is on the line. The triplets are going to have a fucking reunion. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, it doesn't matter if you take down the videos, because everybody already knows who I'm talking about. Everybody knows who the series is about. Everybody. You got bigger problems. You got bigger problems in my video. And I'm actually kind of like, well, this is crazy, because I just feel like your focus should be everywhere else but here.
_Jen23 sent $2 chisme bucks.
Thank
Give
you.
her Travis County clapping hands emoji. Clapping hands emoji.
What happens in court is so much more important than what's going on virtually. Absolutely. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Just Jen.
Ortega, you had sent $1.99 chisme bucks.
She's watching.
Oh, she mad.
She's watching right now. And the saddest part is I didn't get to watch me with my cute little hat last night, okay? I didn't get to watch the replay with my kids, with Justice for Andre. Like, there was a cute little segment to my live stream last night I didn't get to watch. I'm sad. You broke my little heart, Tortanator. My heart is broken. I was feeling discouraged this morning. I got some PTSD.
No mercy.
Thank you, Anonymous. No. So, I cannot share what's going on with the case for obvious reasons, okay? But I can tell you that today was a very important day in Yesenia's case. I can tell you that this is headed in the right direction. You guys, we just need to be a little bit patient, for things to play out. Things are being worked behind the scenes. Just like they're making moves, we're making moves as well. And again, she has much bigger issues than my YouTube videos. She should be spending her time doing other things than deleting 40 videos from her channel right now. Like, it's too late. We already have the evidence that we need. We have all the videos that she took down. They're on a fucking thumb, like on the drive already. Okay. The post she probably should have deleted was the meet and greet. Okay. The posts that should have been deleted haven't been deleted. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we can't share much yet. In the next couple of days, we should be able to give you guys a better update, some developments, especially in relation to Yesenia's GoFundMe. I've seen some people asking questions about the GoFundMe. Why are you raising the amount? Just know it's necessary, and when it's time and we are able, there will be receipts that you guys can see exactly what the money went towards.
Child 57 cent $4.99 chisme bucks. No more funding her brother's commissary accounts.
No more. Yeah. Yeah, so eventually when the time is right, when it doesn't affect her case, when it doesn't give Julia the drop, we'll be able to share more details on that GoFundMe and where the money is going. If you've donated to Yesenia, a huge thank you. She's reached an important goal. Like, she reached her first amount, which was a really important amount. There is an additional amount that she needs to collect, that she needs to raise. And she's also working too, guys. She's not just out here sitting on that GoFundMe, okay? She's out there working. She's right now trying to pick up the new barista cups that are dropping tomorrow. She's going to do a raffle for that. She's also, selling sushi. So Yesenia's not just out here just waiting for the money to land in her hands. She's also doing shit to hustle and try to get that money that she needs to push the case along. So I've seen people on her live just kind of questioning, why did you guys raise the amount? It's necessary, and eventually when it's safe to do so, receipts will be provided so you guys can see where that money went, and it will all make sense. Right now, just trust the process, especially as we're seeing, fucking Torta in the background doing stupid shit like this, trying to divert attention to things that don't have, and I know what she's doing, right? So that my attention diverts to her and to trying to protect my platform, and maybe so I back away from helping Yesenia. 100% their strategy in having my channel, reported and videos removed is so that I step away and say, well, I don't want to get my channel taken down. Yesenia, you're on your own. That's not what's going to happen. I may need to restructure my lives. Like I said, I have an appreciation for people that tell stories through receipts. In this case, alguien de aquí is bothered by their receipts, because that's what they are. I'm not on here distorting information. I'm not on here creating AI images like she was. I'm not on here, just saying random things, making up rumors. I'm narrating a story with receipts, and she doesn't like that. It makes her uncomfortable. She would rather me get on here like her and make up these entertaining stories that aren't real without receipts. That's not my style. So the loophole she was able to find is really just based on that. She doesn't want people to see the receipts to what she's been doing. She doesn't want her videos of when she was, harassing and stalking Yesenia to be shown to the public. She doesn't want it to come out to light that she was very comfortable behind that paywall and quietly doing these things. And so I came around and I put a fucking spotlight on it, and I started blasting it, and that's made her really uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. Can you still do the green card files but set to members only? Some of the videos that were reported were members only. She's in my memberships. She's in my memberships too. So I'll need to do some restructuring. I was also very loose with, the receipts that I was sharing, particularly the other night when we were sharing her followers' information and shit. So I'll give it to her. I was out here violating some guidelines. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. It was all, I had to take one for the team. Somebody had to do it. Okay. We'll have to restart the green card files, and they'll have to restructure it. So be patient with me, because at the same time that I'm...
Juliaag111 sent $9.
Thank you so much, Bessie.
Chisme bucks. La verdad no peca pero incomoda.
La verdad pica pero no incomoda. Sí. So be patient with me. We will be restarting the series. I will need to structure it a little bit differently so that some people don't get their panties in the bunch. But also, just aside from what's going on social media, I'm actually preparing for court myself on Friday. I have a very important HOA hearing coming up. I have finals. I'm running my online shop. I've been feeling really overwhelmed, if I'm being honest. The series has been doing great. It's taken off, and I'm so happy to see Yesenia getting support and to see other creators picking up the content that I think is necessary to, get this out. But I've been really overwhelmed. At
Mars Reyes Hernandez sent $20 chisme bucks. If
Thank
it
you,
doesn't
Bessie.
send you our super chats, can we dispute it and just sell or Venmo you?
So look, when you guys send me tips through the tip line, those are separate from YouTube, and I get those the very next day. When you guys do super chats, it pays out in my monthly YouTube payout. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I chat GPT'd it, and it said that I should still get those super chats, but it's not. They're not showing up in my list of recent super chats anymore because the videos were removed. Come in. So I'm just not sure.
You like this placement?
Wait, don't.
I know, I'm not thinking.
No, this goes in the upper left-hand corner, and this goes over here. Switch it.
Okay.
You can leave that one for now, but for the ones going forward, switch it.
Oh, okay.
So what I want you to do is to leave them open. So just,
See, they're just.
yeah, but leave the top open so I can quickly look in there.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Oh, we have.
At Lagones 305
Okay, tell me later. Tell me later, not right now.
Chisme bucks. LK Abramal Sela Pudriel Tamal hashtag Thebers in Hell with Torda.
Thank you, Bessie. Okay, sorry. So back to the super chats. I don't know if I'll still get paid out. It said that I should because technically you guys still paid. The only uncertainty that I have is that I don't see those super chats in my recent super chats anymore because the videos were removed. But I don't know. It's up in there. I know that the monetization I probably won't get, like for the replays, and there was the green card file video was public, and the money for those Google AdSense I also don't know. I'm not counting on it, so I'm just counting on taking an L. But I've always mentioned, like, if you want to tip, the best way to tip is through Venmo or Zelle. That gets to me directly, or the tips. The tips take a very small percentage. YouTube takes about I believe I get 70%, algo así. So super chats, YouTube keeps an amount of that, obviously, like any platform. It doesn't keep as much as TikTok, but I get the most out of your tips when you send them to the tip line or through Venmo or Zelle. I hope that answers any questions, and I appreciate you guys. Can you ask the ladies in the chat if they're single? Jacob about to be single. But that's what just sent me if I don't remember what she says. Can you ask the ladies in the chat if they're single? Jacob's yeah, but he likes men, bestie. He likes men, not women. Oh wait, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see the last part of the self-promotion. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, where are we? Sorry. My Zelle is AnnieGRCX@gmail. Or if you're in my YouTube chat, I just dropped it. So yeah, if you're on my YouTube, I have my Zelle in the corner over here. And the tip line only, so I have a few options, right? They all get to me eventually. The only hiccup is this week with the videos in question. Okay, guys, sorry, I really get overwhelmed when people are texting and calling me while I'm live. You're gonna have to wait. If you didn't get the money, yeah, I would assume so. Like, if you guys don't get refunds, I would assume that I should get paid out. And the only reason, again, why I was questioning it is because I don't see it in my list of recent super chats anymore. But that's because the videos were removed. So we'll just have to wait and see. Again, I'm just not counting on it, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. You should try saving them on Twitch. Yeah. I would assume that they would refund them to you guys if they don't pay them out. That would be the most logical thing. I don't think that YouTube is like TikTok. I know on TikTok you'd be SOL and TikTok would keep them money, but I don't think YouTube is like that. So thank you to all of you showing support. We're gonna move right along, and we're gonna keep live streaming. I still have the giveaway on Friday. It's just a small hiccup, but like I said, it means to an end. It needed to be done. Somebody had to do it. I don't regret it. And I knew what I was doing when I went into the ring. I knew how this person moves. I know the things that they resort to. I know the strategies that they use. I know that they've had multiple pages of mine taken down on other platforms. So it doesn't surprise. Stop fucking texting me, Analia. I love you, but please stop. I love you, but just let it go. Sorry. I'm over. What's the word? I'm too much going on at once. Sorry, I gotta mute you for a second. They better refund so we can resend. Yes, I'm overstimulated. Too much going on. Trying to answer questions
so we can resend.
Trying to answer questions. I'm overstimulated. Trying to answer questions and text messages and kids knocking on my door and too much. I love you, Bessie. My most unfavorite is when people call me and my sisters always fucking call me when I'm live streaming and they will interrupt my live streams. I hate it because all my phones are hooked up to my same iCloud, so it'll ring and then it'll interrupt fucking everything. And sometimes I think they do it on purpose and they wait till I'm live streaming. Anyway, yours was misspelled just in case someone. Oh, where did I put it? agarcia.ilt. Annie grcx@gmail. Hi Annie, hi Bestie. Sorry, I didn't really keep up on that post. Was crazy, kind of mocking and joking about the hearing. Yeah, that post is not gonna go well for her. How come it's cyberbullying if both are public figures? Okay, so I made a TikTok about this. I addressed it last night and it's on my replay. I encourage you to go watch it. There is a big difference in content creators going back and forth, and there are certain lines that have been crossed. It goes, being a public figure doesn't mean that you don't have rights. It doesn't mean that people can do whatever they want to. It doesn't mean that there's lines you still cannot cross even with public figures. Okay, now I've seen a handful of people trying to compare this to the Candace series. Well, how is this any different than what you did to Candace? Did you see me threatening Candace with an explicit video? Did you see me reaching out to Candace's family members? Did you see me, there was such a different style of content that I created through the Candace series, okay? What you saw with the Candace series was a content creator creating content on another content creator with things that are already in the public realm and part of public records. That's what you saw. You didn't see me mass reporting her. You didn't see me sending my people to do A, B, C, or D. You didn't see me reaching out to her family, to her school, to her people. You didn't see me doing that. And you sure as hell didn't see me going out of my way to obtain explicit content of her or talking about her in that nature, or dissecting her body and how her private areas went. You didn't see a third of what we've seen with Julia. There are things that go from just being commentary and content on a public figure, on a content creator, to being just unlawful. Okay, I have had a prosecutor and an attorney look at these things and tell me there are felonies in here. Okay, if you can find a felony in my content, I encourage you to report it. Okay, if you can find a violation of something, I encourage you to report it. Candace wants to seek, legal relief from my series. She can do so. She has options. In fact, I told you guys, let's do it. That would be even more content for me. Prepare to be sick of me, and I would document that process as well. Okay, I am not committing crimes against Candace. Is the difference. Bestie, thank you so much. Priscilla. Got you down. So there's a big difference, you guys. There's all sorts of tea pages, all sorts of creators that go back and forth constantly, but there are certain lines that if you cross, you do have legal liabilities. And Yesenia is a U.S. citizen. And even if Yesenia wasn't a U.S. citizen, did you know she could still get legal relief? I'm not a U.S. citizen, and I've had to file similar cases against people in the United States through my journey on social media. There's some crazies on social media. It doesn't give you, just because somebody is a content creator, doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. It doesn't mean that you can cross certain lines, especially when it involves children. Okay, so those of you that have those questions, it tells me you haven't been around very long and you have no idea the depth of the things that were done. You have no idea what's actually happening. And I'll just remind you guys that a judge has reviewed this case and has decided it can move forward. When you apply for a protective order, it can be denied as soon as you file it. Okay? A judge has looked at it, the prosecutor has looked at it, and then an attorney has looked at it. In fact, they told me today I did a great job of putting the case together. I had a little moment where I was like, oh, thank you. I had a little moment today. I had a conversation where they gave me a pat on the back for the way that I put the case together, and it made me feel really good. For those of you asking for my Venmo, it's here. It's also on my screen. And if you're looking for my Zelle, it's here. And oops.com. And if you're looking for the online shop, it's here. Shout out to all of you that have placed orders through my online shop. She definitely needs a criminal attorney. Yes. I'm cold. The people asking those questions are just for checking me and putting me back into composure. But I'm not sorry. Not sorry. I'm at 1.5 speed to catch up. Yeah, hopefully we don't have any issues. So today we won't be showing any receipts because despicable us. Absolutely. Today we won't be showing any receipts because sensitive Sally. Okay, so we'll have to look, Julie. Now we got to start over. Now we got to start all over, and I got to restructure. So we will be starting all over. There will be another episode 1, but I will be restructuring the receipts. Okay. Yes, but we're not done. You just made the series longer, if anything. Okay. But I was so like just discouraged. Is that the word? I was it's not discouraged. What's the word I'm looking for? I was fuck, my Spanglish brain sometimes has a fart. Discouraged? Is that the word? I was just frustrated at like, oh fuck, all that work I put together, now I got to start over. And I know that was the end goal, to discourage me from continuing the series. No, not distraught tampoco. I was discouraged. I was discouraged because I was like, fuck, now I got to start all over. All that good, like that was some fire ass shit, okay? That was hours worth of my work, worth of my time sitting on here with you guys, just down the drain, okay? That's how it feels. So I was a little bit discouraged, and I was like, fuck, do I even want to go down this realm again with her? Discouraged because I've been here with her before, and I know the intensity. Once she starts doing shit like this, I know that I have been affected in the past. It's hit my pockets before. It's hit my channels before. It's affected my mental health before. Okay, so I definitely had a moment today where I was feeling discouraged with this series. And I know that the benefit of the series is for Yesenia. She's going to be the one getting relief. But then I thought, okay, Yesenia's going to end up with a protective order. And then she's going to turn back around and she's going to set her eyes on me again. And we might actually go back to 2022 and 2023. I actually hadn't thought that far, okay? Yeah, I had a little bit of PTSD because I was like, fuck. You know, I am opening that can of worms with her again. I do know that I'm in a different place than I was back then. But I want you guys to, like, Torta did some really vile shit to me, you guys. And I would be dishonest with you if I told you that it didn't affect me, it didn't matter. And the reason why I was so discouraged this morning is because I thought, what if she starts doing this shit again to me, right? She's left me alone the past few years because she's been focusing on Yesenia. But now that I have put up a blanket of protection, or we have put up a blanket of protection against Yesenia, con alguien se va a tener que desquitar, and it's going to be me. And it might not be publicly, but it's going to be through shit like this. Let's reach out here. Let's do this. So when you start seeing those troll pages been real quiet lately, ask yourself why. Okay? So I definitely had a moment where I was discouraged and intimidated. And that is just me being completely transparent and honest with you guys. I would be a liar. I would be just as bad as her if I got on here and try to laugh it off and say that it doesn't bother me like she did on Friday when she got served, okay? I had moments today where I felt discouraged and intimidated that I will be targeted by her again, that my kids will be targeted. I will remind you guys, and I haven't talked much about this because I hate going back here, but this is a woman that has no limits and went as far as to post naked images of my child on Reddit pages. This is a woman that went as far as to dox my 15-year-old on her quinceañera. This is a woman that went as far as to try to seek out where my son was having emergency surgery so she could get his records and publicize them. Okay, this is a woman that comes from my children. So I had a moment today where I just felt like, fuck, here we go again. Okay, it made me a little sick to my stomach. I know they're insignificant things to have my videos removed, but it made me feel her on me again. It made me realize her ex is going to be on my back again. And it made me feel uncomfortable. It made me feel uncomfortable. Do they have computers in prison for her to use? I don't know. We'd have to ask for killer twin brothers. Who's fighting in my comment section? This is not about Yesenia. This is about you getting revenge. This is about me getting vindication and my lick back. Yes, absolutely. And I've been transparent and honest with you about that. And I've been transparent with Yesenia about that. But if I wanted to get revenge, I know where she lives. I can get to her through very different means, right? But absolutely, I will tell you that I am being vindicated for everything I experienced with her through helping Yesenia. And what? Because when I was going through it, I didn't have the knowledge that I do now. And let me tell you something. If she does try to come back at me with the shit that she did, back then, I would have a case against her too. It doesn't matter if I'm not a U.S. citizen. In fact, if I wanted to, I could hang off of Yesenia's PO. I've chosen not to. Okay? There are things that I could have done to take advantage of the situation for my legal relief that I haven't done. And I don't need to discuss what those things are. But I've been very straight up with you guys. Absolutely, I'm getting my lake back. Absolutely. And I've told you guys I have a personal interest in this case. I didn't just come across Yesenia and say, oh, this is a damsel in distress, let me help her out. No. We obviously have things in common. We have history. We've had private conversations about this. So both you and her know I'm getting vindicated watching what's happening to her. Absolutely. All of us that have been a victim of her, okay, Itati, and Wendy probably don't even know who the fuck she is, but all the women that on social media have been her victims, we are being vindicated by watching what's happening to her. And the fact that I have a hand in it, absolutely, it's delicious to me. The fact this bitch caught a case because of me. Yesenia's case was filed by me. I'm behind it. I'm the brains behind it. I put it together. I organized it. When I got on the phone with Yesenia, she probably wouldn't be able to organize the case the same way that I did. And that's no offense meant, but I know exactly how it needs to be tailored because I've been in these cases before. I've been on both sides of the bench. I've studied this, okay? So this case is where it's at because of me. Absolutely. And that was in itself very satisfying to me. The fact that the same woman that did all this shit to me and my kids, she knows it's coming from me. She knows I'm behind the trigger finger.
Tree Troop 35 has purchased a membership.
And I wouldn't call it revenge. I would call it vindication. Because if I wanted, revenge looks a lot different. When you seek revenge, be prepared to dig 2 graves. There's a big difference between revenge and vindication. There's a big, big difference. We are not asking anything crazy. A protective order is minute in comparison to what we should be asking. Now, the things that may result from that protective order is out of our hands. But just like you guys used to tell me, you know, that's what happens when you commit fraud. Well, that's what happens when you commit acts of A, B, C, and D. You guys love to talk about accountability. This is the same creator that went on a 2-year spree reminding you guys that I was a felon and why I was a felon and how people shouldn't have no fucking sympathy for me. People shouldn't give me a new chance. People should remember that I'm once a scammer, always a scammer. Well, once a stalker, always a stalker, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, we have Juliaag in here. I knew she's... Saluden. Se me olvidó decir at the beginning of the live que saludaran, okay? Juliaag's people and her, they're in here. They're in my memberships. They're watching. They're all over the fucking Reddits and Discords. They are dry heaving, okay? They are rocking back and forth. Again, y'all needed some type of W, okay, to make yourselves feel better. So this was the easiest one that you could find. But your concerns are so much bigger than my YouTube channel. Your concerns go far beyond a YouTube channel. This went from a 2-year Did you know that most protective orders are for 2 years? When a felony has been committed, it turns into a lifetime protective order. I had an attorney tell me that this is going to be a lifetime protective order. I had an attorney tell me today that there are felonies in this case. You should be worried about bigger things than here. You need to get that GoFundMe popping. Popping. You're going to need it. Where is the obsession with my videos getting taken down and trying to get in? Like, okay, so you hit my bag. But now what? What does that do for you in Travis County? Nothing. It smells like manteca in here. I know your moms haven't ate in 3 days. You haven't slept in a week. You probably lost a lot of weight. By the time you come back on live, we're going to see that weight loss journey you've been talking about, huh? Yeah. Yeah. For once, you're welcome. You'll be able to do a before and after picture. Hey, Mantecas, do us a favor. Can you take a before green card series pic and an after green card series pic? I would love to be able to sell this as a weight loss. Like, think of all the marketing like strategies behind this for me. I could add weight loss consultant to my consultations or something, you know? The before, after. You're going to be a lot skinnier, más blanquita. Yeah. You're going to be in a better color, orange. You know? It's going to be a makeover, bitch. It's going to be a makeover. I know. Look, this is what she did for how many years? 40 videos she had to delete today. 40 videos were deleted today. 40 videos that were each between 45 to 2 hours long. How long did you spend making videos just like the ones you reported on my channel this week? Ni aguantaste 5 videos, güey. 5 videos no aguantaste. And you had 40 and plus. New series titles makeovers by Annie GRC. Actually, yeah. And you know what it was that put her over the edge? Because the series has been a week long. You know what it was that got her? It was that video that I played with her. You guys are probably going to cry with my sister and my niece. The kids that I saw when they were little and they were talking shit about me. That video is the one that got her, because she deleted that from her YouTube channel, and she's probably wondering how the fuck I even have that video. The whole thing, bitch. It was that one. 40 videos of Yesenia and then calls us obsessed. 40 videos of Yesenia. And mind you, there's still more. And there's more. That doesn't include the TikToks she made of her. That doesn't include the Instagrams. That doesn't include all the other platforms she's made. Okay, all other content on other platforms.
231 sent $1.99 chisme box. Us Morenas don't claim her. Smiley face emoji. Smiley face emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Torta, you can get our videos taken down, but you can't take away the laughs we had last night at your expense, bitch. Okay? You can take our videos, but you can't make us unsee it. Okay? You can't take the satisfaction we got from those videos. And you can't take the viral fucking videos on TikTok away. You can't take Gracie's TikToks. You can't take Alma Rose's. You can't take Carol's. Oh, I know she's beside herself. Beside herself. Because it's all over. It's all over TikTok. She's actually, you're welcome. You're trending. You're trending on TikTok thanks to me. My husband laughed at the pig you sent the constable when they couldn't believe it. Oh, that was the best one. Oh, you just reminded me. I'm so sad that video's gone. That was the best one. That was a level of humiliation you probably will not recover from until you're into like 5 to 7 business years. The level of humiliation in that video was fucking diabolical. Eso sí, but damn, I took it. I got her so fucking nasty. I got her so nasty in those videos she got. Like, we did her nasty.
Atlanta S8M has purchased a membership. Las Gorditas Tampoco. We don't claim here either.
No, last night's video was too much for her. And I admit, raise your hand if you were here last night. If you were here, you know last night's video was grimy. It really was. I did the most. What did I say? I said that that nobody was doing back shots on her. I said that she wasn't good at fucking because she couldn't procreate. Sorry. Perdóname, Julia. Don't report me again. Sorry. It's so good. I roasted the fuck out of her last night. What didn't we say last night? I think we said a little bit of everything. No, last night was unhinged. And you know what the funniest part is? Last night I made like no tips, okay? My tips last night were very, very low. I think I made like $40 in tips last night, okay? So I was thinking about this. I was like, how the fuck the most lit live of all? Okay, but then that made me feel better. I was like, okay, because if I took an L, it wasn't that big of an L on that video because it wasn't even that much shit anyway. Yeah. Hi, Annie. Just introducing myself. I'm 67-year-old Pops who listens to the chisme. You're going to be an amazing lawyer. Thank you so much. Dude, it was a coffee. Can we talk about that? Something was in the fucking macchiato. Like, I swear I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the macchiatos hit me different. It's like, you know, people that drink, when people get drunk, they just turn into, well, me and macchiatos, it's like that. Like, and it's funny because I did 2 live streams last night. The members only live is still up, okay? The member only live. Estaba muy calmadita. We were just talking about, like, I even got teary-eyed in my members only live, okay? And then I came back an hour later, bitch. I was a completely different bitch, okay? I was, like, not caffeinated, Annie. Is, like, very calm, very just, like, I didn't even really know what to talk about. And I was so tired. I wasn't even going to go live. I wasn't even scheduled to go live last night. It was the thing that pissed me off. I was like, see, bitch, if you would have stuck to the fucking schedule, we wouldn't be here. But I decided to get on. Yeah, I hadn't eaten and I drank a macchiato. Oh, I was unhinged. I was like, that was like a completely different character. I don't know who that bitch was, but one, she was funny. 2, she ain't got shit on whoever was on the members wall behind the member live. Nada que ver with the public live that we did. That I was like, oh. Yeah, it was fun. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you guys missed it. I'm never gonna forgive Juliaag for taking that one from us. The pink. Oh, I forgot. We said ain't shit. We did. I forgot about that part where we somebody came in here last night. Y'all set me up for this. Somebody came in here last night and they were like, she was always mentioning how pink her whatever was, right? And I was like, pink? Her gums ain't even pink. Like, her shit ain't no fucking... That girl ain't ever seen nothing pink on her. And then it went into this entire, like, vulgar part of the live. We were roasting the roast beef. Sorry. But the only reason why I do stuff like that, okay, I do think that's very gross as well. I've been matching her energy, and it is disgusting. Okay, let's be real for a second. I do think some of my content has been deplorable in the last week that I started this series. When I started this series, I gave a disclosure in episode 1 that I was going to have absolutely no boundaries and that I was going to get in the trenches with her. Okay. I have created deplorable content in the last week. Okay. That's why I'm not even entirely mad at YouTube, because I get it. But the way that her, and I'm sure they're watching, the same way you guys have been like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's doing this. I can't believe she's doing that. That's how we have felt about Julia for years. Okay. And I have done some things that I probably wouldn't normally do to show her what she's done to other women. Okay. Oh, all the nervous no. I forgot about that too. No. The 6 no's that she did in the span of like 40 seconds. Oh, I was analyzing her. I was, and I'm sure that's uncomfortable. Some of it has been just like, research, but there are things, we went to hell. We went lower than hell. Absolutely. In the series with her. But I felt like it was necessary, and I would do it again. I'm not above it, you guys. I'm not going to say I'm better than this, because I'm not. I'll get in there with you. I was not, like, how do I say this? I'm trying to be a better person, okay? But every now and then I will resort back to older versions of me, the mug inhaler. And I'm matching her energy right now to prove a point. But I mean it, okay? Everything I've said about her to her, I fucking mean it. And I don't regret how I said it or why I said it. I wish I would have said it sooner and louder, okay? I shouldn't have had a donut. Those of you that were here last night, you're taking me out in the live chat with all the comments about yesterday's live stream. When she was taking the sip of air from the mug. I know why you hate me. I would hate me too. She didn't get this version of me when she deserved it. My reply may be late, okay? But she never got this version of me when she did deserve it. And she did some vile shit. I'm not up here claiming to be perfect. I'm not saying I haven't, done things here and there. It was always in response to her. Mind you, I didn't know who she was. She came to me first. She came to Yesenia first. She came after Itati first. All of that. Native Rain, thank you so much for sponsoring 5 memberships. Thank you so much for always helping me grow my community. Welcome to all our new besties that just received a free membership from Native Rain.
At Roach Outreach sent $9.99 chisme bucks. Asta sapania mastark dillo normal her diabetes cachetas when you served and clocked her. Happy cat face emoji, and you did what was needed to be done. When she starts...
There was a part... Thank you, Roach Outreach. The fact me and the Roaches are collabing right now, I don't love it, but I'll take it. Okay, there was a part in yesterday's live stream where we took the video of when she got served on live stream, and we were comparing the color of her cheeks before she opened the door. And then after she came back, and they were like 5 different shades of red. It was good. Look, again, I get it. I get why last night put her over the edge. I really do. But I don't know. I just feel like if you've been dishing it out for this long, tienes que aguantar un poquito más. Like, come on. I'm really disappointed in the fact that she's been talking all this game and she couldn't even last past 5 videos. Were they long ass? Were they 3 to 4 hour videos? Yes, they were. But that's not the point here, okay? I was just trying to catch up to her level of content with 40 plus videos about Yesenia. And that doesn't even include the videos she made about me. Back in the day, she probably had more than 40. She had me all... I was on her fucking Instagram and TikTok more than her own face was back in the day. Okay? And her YouTube was started off of me, my face, my image, my content, my story. Remember when you guys were calling her the receipt queen? Julia, remember when you were taking credit for being the receipt queen? You're just mad because I did it better. Remember when Julie was up there with her fucking little whiteboard? Just what, a month or two ago? Do you remember Julia's whiteboard? She's just mad because we did it better. It's bigger, it's better, it's more organized, has real receipts, and we're not just up here making stories. Okay? She's just mad because we did all of it better. And she couldn't handle it. And I'm not sorry. I feel like that's one of those first lessons that you teach your kids. Is don't dish it if you can't take it. So class, what have we learned? What have we learned? Stay out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat. If you take it, you have to put up with it. And she couldn't. Yeah. That's really what it, and we're all a little bit disappointed. And somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. Yeah, she made a whole layout of Yesenia's house. Oh, but we crossed the line when we showed a picture of her front door. Oh, my bad. My bad. You didn't want people to know it was 9211? Oh, my bad. My bad. I thought it was cool because you were making a whole blueprint of Yesenia's house. I thought it was cool because you were doxing my address in my live streams a few years ago. I thought we were all doxing queens here. You are the doxing queen. Yeah, that, remember? For as much as Julia likes to complain about doxing, that bitch is the queen of doxing. She starts it. Strike me dead right now if I'm wrong. It's actually raining, okay? If a lightning bolt strikes me, if I'm lying, is she not the one that starts doxing people? Does she not love to put people's houses out there? Does she not love to put private information out there? Does she not love to share people's phone numbers? Does she not love to make people uncomfortable on live? Does she not love sending Yesenia cash apps and Venmos on live to humiliate her? Okay? Yeah. Oh, but when we do it, besties, I just want to let you know, for your safety, make sure you take a few tips. Make sure you put all your shit on private. There's a lot going on right there. There's a lot going on in the world. Okay, I'm concerned for your safety. Make sure you lock down your socials. That's funny, because when it was my mods, we were having to lock down from you. Right? Remember when my mods got doxxed by her people? And we have receipts of this. There's receipts of her instructing her group chat to dox my mods, their workplaces, their husbands. I have a screenshot where they're like, oh, they want to talk about Jacobo? Here's her husband, and this is where he works. Go post it on the fake page. Did we all forget that? Oh, but you drew the line on when we were showing your donors fucking Instagram pages and their businesses. Oh, you see? Julia came for me when I was vulnerable. She was kicking me while I was weak. When this happened in 2022, you really had to be here to understand what I'm saying. She got me when I had no support. I had just gone through domestic violence. I had just had my mom a makeover, so I was physically still recovering. Okay, I was in the fucking trenches. And on top of that, I had a group of women online.
Outreach sent $4.99 chisme bucks. She even tried to sue the Roaches. Katie Anna Roses went too far. Smiley face emoji. She was even threatening me with her pew. But she can commit felonies. Hashtag Order alone.
She was sue happy. Yeah, I remember she was always talking about suing people. I will say, I don't know if it was Deanna Roses, but there was a roach, one of you roaches that did weird things. Okay, anyway, that's not about you today, okay? That's not about the roaches. Anyway, Julia got me when I was very vulnerable. And during that time, I did what I can to defend myself, right? I did share that she was working at the gas station. in defense to what she was doing, and then she painted me out to be crazy and that I was doxing her, while behind the scenes she was doing all this crazy work, right? So when she came for me, I did not know how to defend myself, and she kept just beating me while I was down. Eventually I started to get back up, and that's when she left me alone. Okay, she's getting a different version of Annie this time around. This whole fucking approach she has, where she had been refusing to say my name, she didn't want to talk about me, I left that in the past, was a crock of shit. Okay, she moved on to her next victim that she saw was also vulnerable, and that was Yesenia. She never thought Yesenia would be taking her to court, I promise you. She never thought Yesenia would be the one taking her ass to court, ever. And she knows that this happened with my help, and that's what pisses her off even more. Because, yeah, maybe Yesenia on her own probably wouldn't have known where to go, what her options were, or that this could even happen. Okay, so she took advantage of that. She took advantage of Yesenia's lack of knowledge in the legal system, her lack of financial resources to be able to take her on. And she went at her for years. Vile shit. Some of you saw it. It's not worth replaying. We're not going to replay it because Juliet doesn't want us to show the world what she's been doing behind her fucking paywall. Okay? But she goes after women that she knows are vulnerable. And then when those women finally have had enough and try to do something, whether it's talk shit back or do something, then she turns into the I've done no wrong. Takes the videos down, plays the victim, launches the GoFundMe, acts like she's been done wrong, gets on here and cries about how people are doing her dirty by going live with her ops, like her sister. She turns into the victim when people have had enough. All of this started with Julia. This entire mess, the Candace series, the Yesenia, all of this started with one person, and it wasn't me. Who was the common denominator? Who built their channel off of talking about other women? I'm not saying I haven't taken, I've done full series on Candace and Julia now. Okay? But I didn't start with me. My channel was not built on this type of fuckery. I didn't build my name by talking shit about other women. I may have talked shit about other things, other people. I didn't build my name off of going after. I don't sell memberships off of talking and talking shit about other creators. You don't come on here to hear me talk shit about other creators. You don't come on here to hear me, blackmail another woman. You don't do that. Like, that's not what this channel was built on. Come in.
Do you have the purple glass cup?
It's up there. If we put a filter over her videos, is it still copyright? No way.
Well, there's an order of that.
No, it's for the one coming out tomorrow. The Mundial.
No, it's this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there's an order for one barista cup.
It's a Mundial cup.
I just checked it. It was this one.
No, it's a pre-order.
You sure?
It's the World Cup Bear.
I swear it was that one.
Double check it. I don't have that one listed for sale, I don't think. Ciérrame bien la puerta, por favor. If we put a filter over her videos, it's still copyright. So we're not being hit with copyright. Her complaint is privacy, which I think is diabolical. Because she had 40 plus videos of her invading somebody else's privacy. But I'm going to let her have it. She can't handle the receipts. She can't handle the receipts. Her claim is the receipts are too much. A little too much. It's just a little too much. Little old Texas store that was coming out windmilling. This is not windmilling. This is not giving windmilling. Well, let's just admit with Julia, Croak is vulnerable as well, and that she doesn't know that much about the justice system, because if she did, she wouldn't be in it. Yeah. I knew she didn't have an attorney when she posted about the meet and greet. I knew she didn't have a clue of what she's walking into when she posted about the meet and greet. That's going to damn her so bad in court. Your channel is enjoyable. I can't imagine enjoying her channel speaking of vile and disturbing, disgusting things. Look, my channel isn't all roses and ponies, and we've had some hee hee ha ha moments, but there's substance to my content. There's substance to these series, both on Candace and Julia. Even this, what we're experiencing right now, is teaching you guys something. You guys take away something. You don't have to like me. You don't have to agree with my delivery. But I'm teaching you guys a lot of things through this series. I'm not just getting on here and entertaining you without some type of substance. You're learning how to do certain things. I'm sharing my knowledge through my personal experiences, whether it's submitting requests, whether it's what things you can take to court. You guys are learning. You don't have to like my tact. You don't have to agree with it. But I teach people things. Non-traditional ways. Some would agree with it, some wouldn't. But even at the beginning of the series, I told you guys, this series is not just to talk shit about her. This series is not just to make her feel a type of way. Did we accomplish that? Yes. But the end goal in my series has been to help Yesenia. Believe it or not. And yes, I'm monetizing while doing that. And I've been very transparent. I wouldn't be able to help Yesenia if I'm not getting something of value out of it. And that's just me keeping it 100. It's taken me hours of my time, hours of research. I had to figure out within days how to work the Texas County filing system. I've never filed a case in Texas. I had to research Texas code. I had to research what are the qualifications. I had to do a lot of work behind the scene to get this case done for Yesenia. No, I'm not an attorney up there. I'm not. I'm just moving off my personal experiences and my ability to find information. Okay, I cannot take away from my own time if I'm going to do this, and it's why I hadn't done it, right? And I was just talking about that last week. I just haven't had time. I'm doing a fucking internship right now. I'm in school full time. I have 5 kids. I got to make sure I'm making bread myself. No, I can't do this for free, but I'm not charging her. What I'm doing is I'm helping her at the same time that I create this series so that I can bring in income for my kids and justify the time that I'm spending on this with Yesenia. Can't nobody dedicate this much work for free to nobody. Okay, I can't do it. It's not in my realm. I don't even offer free consultations for my viewers. Otherwise, I would be spending hours trying to help people with legal claims. Do you know how many people have sent me consultation requests for stuff like this because of the work that they're seeing me do? I can't do it for free. I'm doing shit that some people charge thousands for in the United States. Putting together a whole protective case. I'm sorry, but give me my flowers a little bit. I'm doing a lot of work for Yesenia. Do I have a personal claim in it? Yes. And I've told you guys that. Like, I'm getting vindication, seeing Yesenia get some justice out of this. I'm seeing vindication, seeing her humiliated and seeing people actually see what she's been doing, right? Yeah, this is Raw and Order. This is Raw and Order over here. I like that. Thank you.
At Roach Outreach has just tipped $19.99 through Super Chat. Can we talk about Gorda Filona? Scam left her followers paying $12.99 for a subscription. Some of her followers can barely afford her subscription and she gives...
Sorry, I don't know why I cut you off. Hello, Roach Outreach. Cold day in hell when I thought we would be working together here. Okay. Let me go back to that. Yes. Do you guys remember how much she loved calling me a scammer? Do you guys remember when I launched my consultations for $50 for 30 minutes with me? And part of her series about me focused on sending herself these fake emails of people that had supposedly had consultations with me and that were scammed because they didn't learn anything. But there was never any receipt provided that they actually booked with me. Okay. She used to love writing on the scammer narrative. That I was scamming people for consultations, that I was selling them fake cups, that I was scamming people here in Puerto Vallarta. Do you guys remember how much she loves writing that I'm a scammer? What an odd thing to say coming from a content creator that just stiffed your paying members for a full month because you're too humiliated to come face the music. Let's talk about that for a little bit. And to add insult to injury, those same people that are paying your subscriptions to watch you entertain them and do a trick, $13 a month, these are working class people, on top of stiffing them from their benefits for a full month, you threw a fucking GoFundMe at them and you said, I'm not going to give you what you paid me for. And on top of that, I need that you give me some more. I need you to help pay for these legal fees to get me out of some shit. Hello? Scam what? Scam 911? What the hell? How the hell are you going to ask those same people that you just stiffed for your the monthly benefit they pay for, which is what? To watch you live behind your paywall in your fucking closet and shove your face with fucking cake. And you're not going to deliver that. And on top of that, you're going to throw a GoFundMe at them and ask them for more? Make that shit make sense. And as her viewers, I have questions for her viewers. Like, I scrolled through her member wall last night. I couldn't help but notice her entire member wall looks like just calling out of work every other day. How does she even have paying members left? And it explains why her community is so small. But every other post was like, hey, sorry, besties. I got drunk today. Hey, sorry, besties. Something came up. Hey, what the? You have no professionalism. Okay? If I can show up to my fucking scheduled live streams every single day for my members, what excuse do you have? No kids, you have no job, you have no responsibilities, and you can't do the bare minimum to show up for your paying members? And I swear to God, every other post was her canceling a live stream, and now she's canceled for an entire month. What are y'all paying for? What are y'all paying? The soft life? Mind you, most people that pay these subscriptions, okay, they're working people. $12, $13 may not seem like a lot to some of us, especially when we don't have to do much for it, like Julia. Okay, she lives a soft life. But $12 to $15 for a subscription, coming out of people working regular 9 to 5s, that's an hour or two of their time a month. You know, like, I just feel like that's a real insult to your community that you claim to love and respect and want to look out for their privacy. You're just out there taking their money. You just out there scamming for their money. You can't even do the bare minimum to show up for your live streams that you're scheduling, by the way. And you can't get on here and do lives because why? Because you're embarrassed, okay? Yesenia's up here doing lives, and she's not talking about the case. You could get on here and say, hey, besties, I'm in an open legal case, and I can't talk about it, but let's talk about the cake I had today. You could be doing live streams. Her canceling those live streams is not because of the case. You could get on here and talk about whatever the fuck you want. You could do the same thing you did on Friday. Just lie. What do you mean you're not going to get on here and perform and lie to your audience like you do every other live stream? Why not? Something's going on at home. I've been dead tired. Yeah. If I can do internship, I did internship hours today. I did court prep hours today. I shipped. If I can show up with my kids getting in car accidents, like I show up. And I don't mean to get emotional. I don't mean to like make it about me, okay? But I show up because I feel a commitment to my paying members. I'm sitting on people's money. People are paying for... That's why I was so hit with my videos taken down, because those are videos my girls are paying to watch, okay? I'm down a week of content for my paying members. Not even my fault. But even I feel a little bit of a liability here, responsibility, because goddamn. There's people that paid for this series, and I'm down most of the videos. Fuck. So I got to re-strategize. How am I going to make up for it? I was supposed to clock in. I got to clock in a few more hours today because there's people paying me to get on here and do tricks for that bitch. Okay? There's people paying me to get on here and do what I did last night and make them laugh. That's what this is. I'm not living a soft life, okay? I got to get on here and do tricks, bitch. I got to do tricks for these super chats and Venmos, okay? They're not just going to come my way. And I work hard for them, okay? If I can balance everything I'm doing, there's just no excuse for somebody that's living the soft life can't clock in for a 1 or 2 hour live. She will not admit to you guys, because I know you guys, because since you guys don't have anybody else to watch, I know her members are watching my lives. She cannot admit to you guys that she's humiliated. She's too humiliated to get on here. She's too humiliated to face the music. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate you, Erica. Thank you so, so much. TTS, you better read that. Sorry, sometimes my TTS gets shy. She says, you're a badass, Annie. Don't take your foot off the pedal. Never that. Never that. Caffeine, Annie, I feel it. I think you might be right. I'm afraid you might be right. Let me cool down because Caffeine Annie got me in trouble last night. Just hot. My man sent me a picture of last night. He took a little sticker of me in my hat last night when I was live streaming. And I had to tell him, I was like, I'm so sad. Me tumbaron ese video. He was like, what do you mean? And so I had to explain to him. Come in. What is it? Oh. Okay, put him there. They're his birthday present. I keep them this. Thank you. I thought those were the Serbi cups. Bye. Did you get your own pink? No. Harry bought it for Maya for a school project and then she didn't even use it. so I'm gonna put it to use. I was so sad because I'm like, I didn't even get to rewatch myself with my pink cowboy hat. I gotta redo my thumbnail. Someone take a picture for me. I gotta redo my thumbnail with this hat. Mia Colucci vibes with the pink cowboy hat. I guess we'll never get the well, I guess they're never gonna get a baking series with Juliaag. So I came in late. Was it just yesterday's video? No. It was 3 videos, I believe. Episode 1 of the Green Card Files. The live... episode 1. Friday's live and yesterday's live. And Friday's live was the best one. Friday's live was the one where she got served.
At Cindy Lou 231 sent $1.99 cheese Maybucks. All gas, no brakes. Car emoji. Speedy emoji.
Where's Analia? Sorry, I feel bad. Sorry, Analia. I'm sorry. Bessie, I love you. I'm sorry. I was a little overstimulated. Te quiero mucho. And then I have the school group chat texting me. Just let me check out. Oh, you know what I said yesterday too? I said, when they were like, she said it's pink, and I was like, she's the color of the tires on my truck. I did a few golden nuggets last night. I'm real sad, and I didn't get to watch it. Damn it! I watch my own live streams, like my replays sometimes when I'm cooking, like just like you guys like to listen to them. I do too, especially because when I'm live streaming, I can't always read all the comments, so I like to rewatch my live streams so I can read the comment section. Damn, 672. Juliaag, I know your girls are in here. Saluden. We need a sticker. The Julie latest episodes have been the best. Honestly, I've had a ball. But, okay, so look. This series has always had an end goal. And I talked about it at the beginning, and I don't want us to lose sight of it. We've been having a lot of fun. But the goal of this series was always to sue the bitch. It was always to help Yesenia. It was always to put an end to her behavior. Right? And right now, Yesenia is the one that's on the chopping block. That was always the objective of the series. And I don't want us to lose sight of that. We might be going down, you know.
At Roach Outreach sent $4.99 cheese Maybucks. Annie, I'm mad at you. After you showed my email, Gorda tried to reset my passwords. Called Juliaag2, smiley face emoji.
Sorry. And you know what? Those emails that I showed that had your number probably got me clocked for privacy. Although it wasn't her number, she probably claimed it as her own. So, like I said, I do realize I was a little sloppy with my receipts. I'm going to do better. I promise I won't do it again. I promise I'll crop out identifying information.
And 450 cent $1.99 cheese Maybucks.
We're going into the dark side. If her mama pimped her out, that pantufla gotta be giving blue waffle. My niece is moving to Mexico due to her DACA expired. Can you help her? Hi, I can. Feel free to book a consultation with me. Yeah, see, I haven't even been like focusing. I had a moment today where I was like, all right, I need to balance. I need to find some balance. I was doing too much. I want to do more, but I was doing too much, but I want to do more, bitch. I want to do more. I love that time. I told my husband nothing interrupts chisme time anymore. Look, last night it shows you the importance of being here live. Those of us that got to enjoy last night's live, man, I just feel like the rest of you were robbed. All of you have been victims of torta now, okay? Because you didn't get to enjoy last night's live. Did you see Canaface has been working hard on her Spanish? Yes. Somebody sent me, it might have been you actually, was it? Somebody sent me an email with Candelaria doing Spanish videos. Bless her little heart. We'll be right back with her. We'll be right back with you, Candelaria. I'm glad she's practicing her Spanish a little bit more now. Bestie, estás como Andre confesando si usó ChatGPT yesterday. Yeah, look, let me be completely honest with you guys. This morning, I was like, fuck. How am I going to address this? I can't let her know she got me. I can't let her know she got me. Like, I was in the trenches this morning over YouTube, okay? I was like, fuck. I was like, how am I going to take care of this? I cannot let her know. But you know what? I've always been raw. If I have to take L's, and I've told you guys, these things, you're never going to win everything. Court is also a gamble, okay? There is a possibility we could lose. No matter what happens in that case, we've already won. No matter what happens with what videos get taken down, we've already won. That's how I feel. I feel like I got my lick back. I did. And the same way that I'm over here hee-hee-ha-haing when we're taking W's, let her know, you got us. You took our videos, it hit me, you gave me PTSD, you had me stressed about this, you had me over here like, fuck, man, you had me discouraged, you had me thinking about all the 2022 shit, you had me questioning like, okay, do I want to keep doing this because I don't want to risk losing, I don't want to risk my pockets, I don't want to risk this. You definitely had me unsure of myself, okay? And I think a lot of times you guys see me as very, like, I talk a lot of shit too. People always like, oh, Anna, you're so strong, you're so this. But I too have moments where I'm in the trenches. I too have moments where I feel intimidated. I too have moments where I feel like, fuck. And that's how I know if I feel like this over 3 YouTube videos, bitch, I know you were drowning in your fucking apartment right now. If I feel like this over some YouTube videos, I can't imagine what's going on in that apartment 9211. And then I was like, okay. Let me put this in the picture, okay? Julia got some of my videos taken down. But Julia's going to court. Like, Julia reported me to YouTube. Bitch, I reported you to Travis County. Okay? I'm still up one, bitch. I'm still up one. I'm still in this bitch. Okay? 9211. I got her served on live. Okay? Yeah, so I had a moment where I was like, you know what, bitch? Fuck it. We'll take the L. Still got that bitch. I became a baddie for the green card. Well, they're not over, bestie. They're not over. No te me adelantes. They're not over. Still got you served on live, bitch. Still got you dragged all over TikTok. Still got you summoned to court. Still gonna have you waddling into Travis County Court, and she's never had no fucking case before. I'm the reason you will be in court for the first time. Well, I take that back. You probably went to court for your killer twins and stuff. She's been binge eating. Yeah. We lost the battle, but not the war.
Has purchased a membership.
Welcome, Isa. I'm glad I couldn't afford it because I would be so mad right now. I am wounded, cakes. You think my only benefit is 3 videos? You think those $9.99 was just for 3 videos she got taken down? Oh, you're in for a treat, bitch. Join us. You might even get a free nip slip, okay? There's much more where that came from. I ain't done. We're just starting over. Okay, we're starting over. Also, you could get a free set of Starbucks cups. You get access to the receipts. And some of the shit she got taken down is still on the wall. Go look. Go look. We didn't lose a whole green card series, okay? We lost some, but not all. The receipts are still there, and we're going to start all over. So I have to do a new part 1. Now I got to do more work, okay? The only thing is this gave me more work. But please be patient with me because although there's been a lot going on this topic and on social media, I'm also in real life preparing for court for myself. And I have real life things also going on. And this series has been so active. There's been so much going on. I'm constantly getting emails. I'm trying to keep up with everything going on so I can come back and report for you guys. Trying to keep the receipts in line. You guys should see what my screenshots look like right now. But I'm also going through some real life things. I'm preparing for court on Friday. A really big hearing. I'm triggered in real life with real things. And I'm also kind of struggling mentally and emotionally. Some things with this series, other things with real life going on in my life. So I'm preparing 2 cases right now, okay? And that's a lot. I'm overwhelmed. My phone was taking a hit. Even yesterday, my phone was lagging. It was overheating because it's carrying the weight of all of the green card files. And that's a lot of weight, bitch. It's very, very heavy, okay? You went through hell with her. Watching your life is finally getting her karma. Yes, I did. I went through a lot because of her and her content. And I know that a lot of other women have. So I think that we're all getting vindication. I saw another video. I saw Melinda's video. Can I show you Melinda's video? Torta, don't report us for this. Melinda, can I show this video? I reposted it on my main account, but I thought it was really funny. Okay, can we watch it together? Torta-nator, please let us have this.
Julia Garcia getting dragged on the internet and
Hold on.
I'm loving Julia Garcia getting dragged on the internet everywhere. Yes, I am. This girl has made her whole fucking personality and how her man is just the best provider and we all have pieces of shit as husbands, right? So why is there a GoFundMe like
Hold on, let me pause.
Mr. Roofer Business GC Renew gonna work now that his lifeline is gonna be a Felona. They didn't go to Veracruz cause he might not be let back.
Yeah, that record is going to come up at some point. Okay, hold on. Let me start this over. So this is another creator that has been a victim of Tortolona.
I'm loving Julia Garcia getting dragged on the internet everywhere. Yes, I am. This girl has made her whole fucking personality on how her man is just the best provider and we all have pieces of shit as husbands, right? So why is there a GoFundMe? Like, what's up with your man? Like, he can't pay? He can't help you? I mean, y'all motherfuckers don't even got kids. What do you mean he can't pay for that? Now, a long time ago, me and Julia, it was a one-sided beef with me and Julia Garcia. All she did, she would go live, talk shit about me. Here and there, I would respond to her, but the way she fights back on social media is like in a very way that I'm not really familiar with, which is just making up shit. So somebody messaged her that my husband was cheating on her and she had a picture. Never showed it. Then she told the whole internet that my daughter was slow, and her besties didn't like that very much. Apparently, some of them.
I don't like that. I didn't know that, but I guess she went after her kids too. That doesn't surprise me because, like I've told you guys, Julia has no boundaries when it comes to children. She will bring people's kids in. It's why she has a nickname for Yesenia's baby. Like, that just really bothers me.
Girls had sick kids and that backfired on her. Then she went on to apologize to the whole internet and says that she didn't mean it like that. She went on the internet, told the whole freaking internet that I had rage baited so hard to hire a coyote for my man to get back into the US. Mind you, he's been having a green card. It's already been known. But this is what she does. Like, she lies to her audience to keep them entertained. All you want, homegirl, but you gotta learn how to not drag people into it because you're gonna catch a fucking lawsuit just like you are doing right now or a fucking criminal charge. Man, I think you've been doing social media for almost 5 fucking years and you just don't fucking get it, huh? Anyways, if you see this, Julia, I wanna know where's your man at, Pookie? Anyways, good luck in court. And I also want to say que ya ni yo me atreví because she says that I'm money hungry y que I do humiliation videos on social media. Ni yo me atrevía tanto, dude. Ni yo me atrevía a hacer un pinche GoFundMe.
This is actually a good point. I love this point in her video where she was like, ni yo. Like, and that's true. I've never even done a GoFundMe. And there's been situations where I was like in the pickle, but I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. The people she's been dragging have never even done a GoFundMe. Okay. I've seen her in Julia's whiteboard series and all that shit too. Right. I have seen her. Let's look, bestie, Native Rain. I love you very much. I love you very much. But I'm trying to make sure that we have this available for replay. Okay, so let's lay off a little bit. Julia doesn't like to be doxxed. Her GPS coordinates are already floating around somewhere out there. But let's keep them out of chat for now because I really want my viewers to be able to watch this video and, you know, recap everything that's happened and get the very important update to the green card files. So there's a lot of people just coming out of the woodworks that are loving seeing what's going on because it was time. Melinda lies to her people for donations. That's not about her, okay? And Julia lies to you guys for memberships. And Julia lies about people to monetize off of their stories in a more entertaining way. So what's the difference? That's not about Melinda, okay? This is the green card file series. That's not about nobody else but her. Look, she's on TikTok. I've never asked for donations. Look, I'm not here to judge how people get their money on social media. If you got to get creative, get creative. You wouldn't be the first one to rage bait or to do whatever, right? It's not about you. I'm not mad at you. Do what you got to do. The only time that I criticize Julia is because she's criticizing the same thing to other people. And yeah, I've never seen a GoFundMe for Melinda. I've never done a GoFundMe. For as much as she loves talking about scammers, the biggest.
@dork_the_dark_1 sent $5 cheese Maybucks.
Thank you, bestie.
Just wanted to share with you all. I officially got my Mexican citizenship today through my parents. I am now a dual citizen. Cool face emoji.
Congratulations! That's cool. That's really cool. Congratulations to you. Thanks for sharing. All Jared does is lie. She doesn't take in money from people. There's a lot of people that do skits for content. Is that not the same thing? Julia rage baits. Julia lies. Julia lies for content. If you guys aren't mad at her, then why are you mad at anybody else? Class focus. Don't get us yelled at again. Eating a slice of cake and Julia said. So last night when my man come home, somebody was like, how come he didn't bring you no cake? I was like, babe, why didn't you bring me a cake? Julie gets cake when her man gets home. He goes, that's because you're not a torta. I was like, oh, okay. I love it. Torta has lied so much. You guys don't question. She has made up stories. Okay. Melinda, if she makes up stories for her content, she makes up stories about her family, her life, right? The difference here is the problem we have is creators like Torta that will create lies about other people to monetize. Let's take into consideration what she did to Itati. Do you guys remember how viral that? And it was just a rumor. She started a whole rumor about somebody else's relationship behind that member wall for monetization. Imagine the impacts to Itati's relationship to her brand. Right? When Julia came out and made that fucking rumor, because that's what it was. It was a whole rumor just for entertainment because it sounded entertaining about some hidden child. Okay? And so see how there's a big difference in Melinda making up stories about her life. If that's how she wants to monetize, that's not hurting nobody. Okay? Is she making a GoFundMe asking for money on false pretenses? No. So if she's making stories, if she's doing skits for monetization, a lot of people do that. It's not comparable to somebody like Torta making lies about other people's lives that affect them in real life. Look at what she's doing to Yesenia. To this day, I don't know if a sex tape exists. I don't know that. But even if it's not true, the implications hurt. The humiliation is the same. Remember, she did the same thing to me. She got on here with my story and spun it in a more entertaining way, and people were eating that shit up. It was more entertaining than my real story, and she made money off of that. She made money off of creating lies about me. She made money off of creating lies about Menende, about Yesenia, about Itati, body shaming Wendy. There's something wrong with that. It's one thing for me to make lies about myself if I want to paint a facade. But yeah, doing that to somebody else's life because you affect them in her life. Imagine the conversations that were had between Itati and her fiance about that. Imagine, and then she had to get on here and explain to millions of people because it went that viral that she had to get on here. And I'm sure that was embarrassing and humiliating for her. We don't talk about that enough, right? And then what did Itati do? She just ignored it. She asked people not to send hate Julia's way, which was very much more than she deserved. She tried to be very graceful about it. Did Torta ever issue an apology? No. Did Torta ever acknowledge that she lied? No. Nothing. Right? So there's a big difference in the stories are not comparable. Not comparable. No, Itati never did anything about that rumor. I do remember she hosted a live stream. People were bombarding her for it. And then she just got on here and said, I remember she addressed it. She said, I don't want to send any hate to the girl that made this up, but it's not true, blah, blah, blah. But imagine. And then Torta got roasted. She did. That's why she's had to stay behind a paywall for so long. And her big issue with my content and why she's reporting these videos is because I'm exposing what she's been doing behind that paywall. And she doesn't like that. Okay. The reason she's been rebranding, and the timing is impeccable for her, for us, right? She's rebranding into this soft life Pilates queen and Richie this. And it's shitting on her rebrand right now. She doesn't want people to know what's been going on behind that paywall. And she wants to get on here. And then people look at her TikTok and it's like, oh, all she does is go to politics. Oh, no. She does a lot of damage behind that paywall. She makes a living off of hurting other women. Oh, Roach Outreach, I'm so sorry your TTS didn't read out loud. She said, so Julia can rage bait with her janta and ham hog brazos, but Jared can't. The double standard is crazy. She was coming for a 6-year-old daughter. That was messed up. I did catch the part where Melendez said that Torta said her daughter was slow. That really bothers me. And I know that it's true. I know I don't have to see receipts for that. I know that it's true. The same way that they gave Yesenia's baby a nickname before he was even born. The same way that, can you believe that Torta calls Yesenia's husband Pug? Yeah. The audacity when she looks like one is crazy. Crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she starts these things and she gives people these nicknames and she does, she brings people's children into it. She brings people's spouses. She shows people where people live. All that is fine. And then somebody does it back to her. And all of a sudden, oh no, they're doxing me, besties. Be careful. Make your socials private. I'm sorry I can't come on live. Oh, but you were having a ball doing it to other people and getting paid for it. People paid you to dox. But her members are literally paying her for this. People were consuming this content. 40 plus videos she had to delete today. 40 plus videos. 40, by the way. 40. 40. 40. Muchos. She's not happy with her life. What Pilates places is she going to? I will just say that there's people taking care of reaching out to the Pilates place. And it's not me. Look, I don't like that style of things. I don't. That's her style. The same way that just a couple weeks ago they were like, let's reach out to her university. I think those are really vile things to do. I do. You're not going to see me doing it. You're not going to see me telling people, go reach out to her university, go reach out to her.
Goff sent $2 chisme bucks. Julia needs to be charged with child endangerment.
I agree. But I'm also not going to tell people not to do it. I'm not going to protect her and be like, oh, no, you know. I think she's getting a taste of her own medicine, and there's people taking care of that. But for obvious reasons, because we know she's fucking report happy, she's 911 happy, you won't see me telling, like, when I showed you how to report the GoFundMe, she didn't like that either. That is very much her style. Reaching out to people, content creators, real life places of employment, schools, family members, exes, old friends. That is her style. I just think that's weird. Just like in the Candace series, I told you, I'm not going to reach out to any of these people. If they come forward, just like Ortiz's sister did, you know, I spoke to them. As far as her niece was commenting on a public forum about this, so I invited her niece over. I didn't reach out to her privately. I didn't message her. It was just an open forum where her niece was already engaging, and so I engaged as well. But outside of that, you'll never see me contacting people, like their relatives, their places of employment, none of that. Well, I take it back. Okay, I take it back. One time I did reach out to HEB, but that was also in defense. That was okay. Let me shut up. Maybe I have. But I still don't think it's to the degree that she did. And it's always been done in response and in defense to what she's doing. But I personally don't have any, like, I don't think that's my style to go out seeking out her people in real life. Let's go tag the fucking Pilates studio. Let's go tag her husband. That's not my personal style. But I'm not going to tell people what to do with the information they're gathering from this series, you know. I know she does this in real life. That's why she's in her closet. Nobody wants to deal with it. I don't think she has friends in real life. No. Yes, she took down 40 of her videos from her YouTube channel, all her shorts, scrubbed her wall. She took measures to try to protect her channel from being reported so that she could openly report my channel, which... Dortha, I don't know how many hours you spent reporting my shit, but you will not see me put that energy. And that's what she wants. She wants to distract me from helping Yesenia so that I put time into, okay, let me report her back and do this and do that and do this. I don't care because I don't see any value in reporting her channel or having her shit taken down. Like, the videos are already up there. Like, what's done is done. It's more of I believe she did it with the intention to get my channel striked and taken down. Not entirely about the videos, but also because the videos bother her. She's after my channel, the same way she was after my TikTok pages in 2022. She's after my shit. She doesn't want me on here to be able to spread this content. She knows that I'm the root of all those TikTok creators picking this up and making a series and making videos about it. I'm the root of it. She seems like she has a reverse parasocial relationship with her video. Yes, she's weird. She's really weird. That video we watched yesterday of her coming to her viewers to cry about what was going on with her family, that tells you everything that you need to know about the dynamics of her community. Okay? It's weird. Like, why don't you go cry to your friends or something? Her community is all she has. That's where she goes to cry. That's where she goes to vent. That's where she goes to plot on people. Oh, Bestie, I emailed you about helping with the statement in court. Bestie, thank you so much. I have your email. The reason I haven't responded is because I'm waiting for direction. I can't share much more than that. And there's a big update coming on the case in a couple of weeks when we will be able to share a certain update that I think is important. But I'm waiting on that update to see what else I need to draft and provide. But we do have witnesses that have came forward, and that 1 are willing to provide statements and 2 are willing to show up and testify if needed. So I appreciate you. I have your email as unread so that I don't forget to go back to it. But I am waiting on some things to unfold behind the scenes that we're working with on her case. But thank you so much for being willing. Did we save the video she took down? No, only some of it. Some of it, I saved some of Friday's video when she got served that I do have. But it was like 3 hour long videos. You guys know my live streams are hella long. Minimum 2 to 3 hour live streams. So she managed to take down a few of them. And oh my gosh, another order. Valerie, thank you so much. Oh my God. Tomorrow's a new barista cups coming out. I have a couple of pre-orders. Thank you so much to all of you that have ordered from my online shop. Maya is literally packaging as we speak. There will be witnesses. So the protective order here, they're like mini trials. They're like mini trials where you have to present evidence so the judge can make a decision. So she'll be able to prepare a defense and we'll be able to prepare, you know, evidence of what we're claiming. So it's a mini trial. I personally have never had a case in Texas, so I'm still learning, you know. So I will share as much as we can without compromising the integrity or sharing information that, you know, could be que pudiera perjudicar a Yesenia, you know. So it's coming soon. We just trust the process with us. Be patient. Those of you guys that have questioned the GoFundMe and why the amount went up, just know, like, Yesenia will be able to provide you guys with receipts of where that money is going soon. It's just not yet. So she reached a very important, the first amount was very important, but she does need an additional amount to pursue this. So if you guys want to help her GoFundMe, and I know that she's working. She's not just waiting for the money on the GoFundMe. She's also doing things proactively to try to raise the money on her own as well. You know, she's out there hunting down the cubs. She's out there selling sushi. She's doing what she can, but, you know, she does have limited opportunities and resources with where she lives, which is why she's made the GoFundMe. She's at a disadvantage against somebody living in the United States with access to, you know, an American salary, whether she's employed or not. You know, court cases always comes down to who has more money, who has the better attorney type thing, you know. So I think it makes sense to me that she has a GoFundMe. Look at where she lives. Like, how could anybody expect her to be able to take on a case in the United States with an income from Mexico? She also has a baby, right? A small baby. So those are, you know, mitigating circumstances of why she has a GoFundMe. And I think they're vastly different from someone like, you know, like I said in my video on TikTok this morning, what's kicking Torta in the ass right now is her soft life. The way she made that shit her entire brand, image, personality. And I was like, well, where's your man? Where's your man don't got this for you? Embarrassing. I thought your man had you like that. Nobody else is out here flaunting that their man has him like this and like that, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I need to start saving videos because I was really sad. My heart is broken. My heart is broken over those videos for sure. It's hours worth of work, hours worth of my time on here, and it was some good stuff. So that just puts us back a week. We'll have to start over. We'll have to restructure. And we'll have to do the entire intro to the series all over again. It's not going to be the same. I don't even remember half of what I said in those series. But, you know, I'll do my best. I told my 8-year-old to help me save Annie's videos. I have room. Hi, Bessie. I've been up since 2:30. I'm exhausted. Good night. Good night, Bessie. Thank you for joining us. We need to get Annie a hard drive. Yeah, you know, one of the things that I love about YouTube Lives is that YouTube takes care of downloading and automatically reposting all of that. It's so simple. Like TikTok, I had to download it to my phone, then upload it. It was a lot of work. But YouTube, I really, really love that feature with the lives where they take care of just reposting everything. But because they do that, I don't save them. I don't have them on my phone. You know? Yes, Laura, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Let's not spam the chat. Yes. Take 2. Let's go. Yeah. So now we got to do it again, Thorstein. Now we got to do it again. But this time I've already like have the layout for the whiteboard and stuff. You're not gonna, no me vas a tumbar el whiteboard, okay? Eso sí. I'm not gonna let you take the whiteboard from me. Me and my whiteboard, like I have a sentimental relationship with my whiteboard. Melinda road trip to Travis County to be a witness. Yeah, possibly. I don't know where everyone's from, but I just know, like, if I'm her, like, let's put ourselves in Juliaag's shoes, okay? Sorry. If you get served, like, it's a case. It's a case. You know, like, you're being summoned to court to have to explain all that fuckery you was doing on social media. I would be embarrassed. I would be stressed. I wouldn't be spending no time. I would be out. And let me tell you something. Finding an attorney is not that easy or fast. And we know she don't have the money to retain one off the bat. I'm reliving this pink cat. Her followers are even trying to say Sour Patch should be sued, grasping for straws. Why would Sour Patch need to be sued? It's all things that the torta said. You know? Why would a T-Page need to be sued for just posting clips? That's your bad for not taking proactive measures to protect your content, but those are all things you said. You don't like someone just reposting what you said. And that's what my video was. That's what my videos were. I was just reposting what you said. I'm not distorting what you said. I'm just narrating a story with receipts. Ask yourself why that bothered her. You was talking all that game behind that paywall. Why can't it come out into the public realm? This is my sheriff hat, actually. You know what? You're right. This is my pink sheriff's hat. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm just getting ready. I'm trying to get the Travis County, Texas vibe. Howdy, partner. Yeah. I won't be there personally, but I'll be there in spirit. Hopefully tapped into a live stream. I was just going to be mad with that hearing. The fact that hearing has so much public attention is making her so uncomfortable. Like, she's going to have chorro that morning. Absolutely. It fits with Bam Bam's corrido song. It's like Taylor Frankie Paul. You know, Taylor Frankie Paul's hearings being publicized everywhere, and everyone's like, people are invested into this case already, and it hasn't even gone down. Why? Because it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Like, I know some of you guys haven't been here for the whole time. I know some of you guys are just getting here. Maybe you don't have the whole backstory. Maybe you weren't here back then, okay? I promise you, this is like divine justice. This is overdue. This needed to happen in 2022 or 2023, whenever the receipts came out. Like, this is somebody that has done some vile things. And I'm not saying things haven't been done back. I'm not saying shit hasn't been talked back. But it just doesn't line up. Like, the court intervention was needed long ago on this. But she said meet and greet. You know why she did that meet and greet, right? She's scared to show up. She wants to have people there in numbers because she is not about it in real life. She feels intimidated. That's why she said it's giving meet and greet. When have you ever seen her do a meet and greet? So she's never done a meet and greet. She's always calling out of live streams. All of a sudden she needs moral support, so she asked the same viewers she's been stiffing to, let's do a meet and greet. It'd be different if she'd always done meet and greets, but when has she ever gave a fuck to meet her audience? Never. But she needs them because she feels intimidated. That's why that invitation went out. Oh, it's giving meet and greet. No, you just don't want to be there alone, knowing that there's going to be people that don't fuck with you there. Yeah. Bestie, I love Austin doing it. You know what? Yeah, I need a reporter there for my series. I need to be able to report what happened. You know? She wouldn't do a meet and greet because she's a catfish. She wouldn't do a meet and greet because she doesn't really care about her audience. She doesn't. She doesn't have relationships with her audience aside of transactional. Right? And that's also why she hated us. back in the day because she couldn't sit with us. She couldn't sit with us. She met some girls, but she chose them in private. It wasn't public. I'm sure she's run into people the same way that I run into people, but she's never done a meet and greet. What is a meet and greet? A meet and greet is when you host a public event to invite your followers to come meet you. She's never done no meet and greets. It's different when you run into people, or maybe you meet up with them because they're like, hey, I brought you something. Can we get coffee? But that's not a meet and greet. But she called the court, and I don't think she realizes the legal ramifications of turning that court hearing into a meet and greet. My favorite part of this will hear that. My favorite part of the case will be listening to them to that being called out. She don't even take this shit serious. It's just so much that she didn't take this case serious. She called it a meet and greet. She invited the same people that she's been using to harass this person to come and show up today, June 25th at 8:30 in the morning. No one will recognize her. Oh, they will. They will. She's going to stick out. You can't miss her. Literally. It's a big target to miss. She's got the kind of presence that she takes up a lot of space. How about it if Torta postpones? Either party can ask for a continuance, and they're not uncommon. Just giving general information. I've seen it happen where hearings are rescheduled for whatever reason. Her day will come, but she's in a hurry. She's in a hurry to get this over with because, like she told her viewers, I just want to get back to normal and do my live stream. She can't go live, according to her, until this case is over. So she's in a hurry. Her best interest is just to get it over with. We could have scheduled it sooner. There was strategy behind scheduling it that far out already, but usually these cases are heard like a week later. So, for many reasons, and one of them being that Yesenia lives over here and she has to commute. She has to come up with funds to travel. She has to go all the way up there, right? But typically these hearings are held rather quickly. Yeah. Just look for my 600 pounds life. She's going to need the whole bench. She's going to need the whole table. Yeah. It sucks walking into these hearings as the respondent. I know it because I've been one. I've been a stalker. It didn't feel good to have to, I was such a stalker that I didn't request the hearing. I said, I'll take it. I'll allow it. Just give it to me. Just give me the order. I agree. I know how to pick my battles. It's why I didn't take my fucking immigration case to trial. Okay, I know I'm guilty. I'm not gonna put myself up there just to hear me torn to shreds. I know I did some shit. Okay? I don't wanna be up there having to explain to the judge why I did these things. Just give me the order. I'll stay away from the bitch. Oh, Pati Quintero, thank you so much. You sent me a $25 Venmo. Loving the pink hat, bestie. Thank you so much, bestie. I appreciate you. That gets you onto Friday's giveaway. They'll do pink sombrero. I need to bring props more often. How will she fit in the booth? Are you going to fit on the witness stand? I don't know. They might have to make her stand. Those things are usually pretty small. And she thinks she's petite for being 5'2". Nah, yes, you said that she's a big bitch. She's a tall, big bitch. She says she's tall, like at least 5'5". Like she's my size. Like I'd be scared of her. She's tall and like she's a tall, big girl. It's one thing to be big, but when you're tall and big, like she's security heavy. She's security heavy, security tall. She'd make a great bodyguard. She should rethink her career choice. Think it over. You'd be a good bodyguard. It'd give you some exercise. You'd be active. You'd be large and in charge. You love being in charge. You love being in charge. You love calling the shots. You'd be large and in charge. Not the constable verifying. Do you guys remember that? My favorite part will be You listed her as 500 pounds. Is that correct? Can you send me a picture? I said it's an estimate. Yes, it's correct. Here she is. Annie, I sent you something. Oh, the email of somebody sent me a screenshot of her TikTok where he was like, amo a mi esposa hermosa y por ella todo. Y alguien dijo, porque factura. I think she might even be neck to neck. I know she makes a decent amount of social media, for sure. I think she's the one funding her. Mind you, they have a joint bank account. I know it because I saw it on the green card files. Right? So when she says that, like, she tries to make it seem like he pays for everything, she's got money going into that account too. She's making money off Facebook. She's probably making decent money off Facebook. She's had some hella viral videos, rage baiting for being a big girl in Pilates. Rage baiting for being a really big girl with a husband that wants her and loves her and all that shit. Rage baiting, using her weight to rage bait people into commenting. So, yeah, and Jacob needs to tread lightly because he's not far off. I think that's the most uncomfortable part of this for her, is to realize that he could be legally implicated at some point, and very possibly could. I think the uncomfortable part for her will be, and currently is, that this is now in her real life. This is not just social media stuff. This is not just content anymore. This is not just TikTok beef anymore. This is not just shit talking. This is in her real life. This is creating chaos in her real life. This is creating consequences in her real life. Somebody just showed up to her door. Okay, I want you guys to put yourselves in her shoes and realize like the impact that this has had on her and why she can't get on live stream right now. Okay, all of this is a virtual world, and let me explain this from a creator point of view. Okay, we get in and we clock in to our virtual world. We clock in, we perform, we create, we laugh, we create content to monetize, and then we turn it off. And then we come back to real world. We do our thing, we go with our husbands, we go out, right? They're two separate worlds that you have as a content creator. The virtual world, and then it's the real world. When your virtual world starts to bleed into your real world, panic, chaos. I promise you, because I've lived it, okay? It creates a level of like, holy shit, I'm in some trouble. What have I done? There's conversations being had at home about the things going on online. There's money coming out of the bank account for things that have been done online. Okay, this is no longer just on TikTok and YouTube. This is at her front door. She knows, everybody knows where she lives. She knows people saw her. She knows people reported her. Mind you, you reporting me to YouTube, we're reporting you to Travis County authorities. We're not the same. The prosecutor knows your name. And probably your brothers. Okay? The prosecutor knows your name. The constable knows your name. The front office knows your name. The Pilates studios knows your name. It's no longer just YouTube and TikTok. Okay? And that is the biggest W out of this. You could come on here and túmbame más cuentas, túmbame 15, 20 más. But this does not compare to having somebody show up to your front door. The internet is a real place. You never got that memo. Yep. She thought she was untouchable behind that paywall and in her closet, and I just clock in and I do my thing and I get my check and I clock out. So when your worlds begin to collide, and not in a good way, and it's possibly happened at other moments where she runs into people that know her, and when they start colliding like this, it is such an unsettling feeling. It's why she was up all night. You lose sleep. You overeat, or you stop eating. In her case, she's overeating. You're having fights with your significant other. I lived it too with Walter. Okay, we were having fights about what shit was going on social media. We were having fights. I remember, God, divine justice. I remember when she made a video about Walter one day in the beginning of her series. He had said some stupid shit online, and then she made an entire YouTube video out of it. I remember waking up, seeing that video, and I got into a fight with him. Why would you say that? Like, what? It was something stupid, I think, regarding, like, calling people illegal. No me acuerdo qué dijo, okay? But he said some stupid shit, And then she made a video and ran with it, right? And I woke up and we got in a fight. Like, I was like, why would you say that? Like, you know, she's watching. Like, she was succeeding in creating chaos in my real world through her videos. Okay, it wasn't his fault. He should be able to say stupid. That was just who he was, right? But she took it, twisted it, and took off running on YouTube. Like, we couldn't breathe without her making a YouTube video about us. And yeah, he was not PR trained, right? And so we were home stressed about this. We were having conversations about sending the kids back to the States. We were going out feeling like everybody was looking at us because of those posts on the Facebook groups. I was at Starbucks feeling like the cops are going to pull up on me. Some of you guys were in that live stream. Okay. She was creating chaos in my real world. I still remember how awful that felt. Like, this is no longer just TikTok. Like, it made me question, do I want to do this for a living? Like, I shouldn't have shared this. I shouldn't have shared that. They found where I lived. They were dropping my address everywhere. It made me feel so cornered and so uncomfortable. I promise you, she's experiencing the same thing right now. She's having fights with her husband about this. She has regrets of saying certain things. She hates that we found her luxury apartment. She hates that we have pictures of her front door. She hates that we were able to show people how she lied. She's feeling this in real life. This is no longer just turn it off and the click up button. She's being summoned to court in front of a judge to explain what she's been doing in that fucking closet. Tell me that wouldn't be the weight of the world. That wouldn't be double your weight. She has 1,000 pounds on her 500 pounds right now with everything that's going on. Okay, so for this morning, I really had to put things into perspective. Like, okay, you got me, bitch, but you have much bigger problems right now. You are in danger. The fact that I publicized that her father and her husband they're on a sensitive immigration status. And the shit she's done to other people's family on that same topic has her sweating bullets. The fact that I have his A number, I have all their personal information. I'm probably the last person on earth she wanted to have that information. I'm the last person on earth she wanted to have her address. The last person on earth that wanted to be behind this. Yeah. She took my peace and safety, and we just took hers. And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes that's what it takes. I know it hasn't been, as graceful. It hasn't been, but we've resorted to some things. We've broken some rules. But that's what needed to happen to shake her up enough to shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, win or lose, we already won. Promise you. Regardless of the outcome of that hearing, all of us already won. Yesenia, Melende, Itati, Wendy, me, we already won. Not a citizen, just became eligible for citizen as of May 26, 2026. Oh yeah, man, the tables always have to turn, okay? The tables always have to turn. How long has she been sending for me? How long? Even after 2023, yeah, she stopped saying my name. She gave me nicknames. She stopped going into the, she stopped doing some things, but she never really let me go. How long has she been sending for me? How many times have I seen periodically videos would pop up of her still talking about me? Yeah, but she's a fraud. Her mom did this. She did that. She's not even a dreamer. She's a scammer. How? She's never let me go. She's never let go of me. Ever. She started going after people that supported me. Alma Rose. Anybody. She started going after her own followers. Kicking out her own followers that would just bring me up. She never let me go. The only thing that changed was her strategy. And there's literally voice memos of her saying it. I'm going to make her think I put up the white flag. I'm not going to mention her in any more of my videos. I'm not going to say her name. But besties, I need you to help me and report. She's never let me go. She's obsessed with me.
At iced coffee 247 cent $5 chisme bucks. To top it off, Yesenia will be right there in the same room, no more hiding behind a screen.
Yeah.
She will have to face all her actions.
I've seen some comments of like, why don't you do it through Zoom? We don't want to do a Zoom hearing. We want this to be in person for a reason. We're not going to give her the comfort of being able to just clock in through a computer. I want her in front of a judge in person. Yesenia is willing to go all the way up there in person to make sure she has to show up in person as well. We're not going to give her the easy way out to just clock in behind her fucking closet again. No. Pull up. Stand on business. All that game you've been talking. There's a reason this needs to be in person for it to have the effect. I'm well aware it could follow motion for a Zoom call. I'm well aware. And we would have good reason. She doesn't have any. We would object to a Zoom call if she even tried to get one. Why? What's her excuse? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no kids. You live right there. There's a reason we filed in Travis County. We could have filed in any other county. The reason we filed in Travis County, she has no excuse not to show up to that hearing in person. We don't want no fucking Zoom hearing. Nope. Pull up. It hits real different having to show up in person and having to show up, go to the courthouse, be in the presence of the person that you have been harassing and stalking. Come face her. All that shit you were talking, all those gestures of spitting on her, all those gestures of the windmilling, all those gestures of firearms, come to the courthouse and explain that shit. It's a real different energy. It's a real different energy in person than through a screen. So yeah, I've seen a lot of comments. Why does she need $2,400 when she could just follow Zoom? Just trust the process, y'all. Trust the process and let us fucking cook. Trust the process. Let us do what we got to do. And if you want to support, the cause, support it, but just be patient. I promise you the outcome is going to be worth the patience. But we can't give you all our cards. Right? Just be patient, trust the process. Know there will be receipts. I feel like I've established a good record of being transparent and showing the receipts for absolutely everything. Even things you wouldn't even think there's receipts for. Okay, so that's the same transparency that you're going to get throughout this case. But just be patient. You got to, there's some things that we can't just tell you off the bat. Anything with legal matters is not cheap, right? Not cheap. Justice for me would be Julie not being able to access any platforms well. Again, without getting too ahead of myself, this case is just the groundwork. Okay? From this case, a lot of things will happen if we can get it that far. Yes, my goal is to let the platforms know that they have been tools in this behavior. Come in. Thank you, my love. So I've been saying this multiple times, that this case is only the beginning. It does not end on June 25th. Bless her little heart. She thinks it's going to be over in July. It doesn't end there. There's additional things being done. There's additional cases this is just the groundwork. This is the basis for it. Okay, so it's very important. It's very important. So if you want to see some results, if you want to form part of the justice, the vindication, whatever, we are supporting Yesenia in this case is the best thing you can do. Whether that's moral support, whether that's through way of just engaging with her content for monetization, order, enter her wheel, whatever. We have a short amount of time to come up with that amount of money, but the results, I promise you, are going to be worth it. I promise you. I needed 8K to 15 to 18 in a total. I didn't have money, but did some things presented here before I knew, yeah. The work that I have done has saved us thousands of dollars. I'll just tell you that much. I have laid out the groundwork for the case. I did a lot. Okay, not to be like, oh, I've done everything, but the work that I did saved us thousands of dollars. That dollar amount is very low. If you've ever had any experience with legal cases, you're looking at like 8 to 10K sometimes. Okay, so I've started the groundwork. I've done a lot on my end, and that has saved us money, so that the next phase of this, the groundwork is there because of everything that I've put into it. So, Yesenia's GoFundMe can be found through the link in her bio. You think HEB will hire her back? I don't know. I really don't care. Look, my goal has never been to... I'm gonna go check on Yesenia's GoFundMe. My goal has never been to... Yeah, Yesenia's GoFundMe needs to pick up. She was doing really well. Once we hit the first goal, I'm noticing that como que se estancó, and people are like questioning the raise and the goal. And I think that's why people haven't continued to donate, or maybe didn't donate with the same volume as they did initially. We will have a big update in the next couple of days that I believe will help push along her additional goal. Chestnut checkers. Yes, bestie. Thank you so much.
At Belinda Gar sent $9.99 cheese Maybucks. Chestnut checkers, face exhaling emoji.
Thank you, bestie. Chestnut checkers, just like the service on the live stream. That was good. That was some good shit. Let's just send us GoFundMe. Oh, I appreciate your hard work for you, Sonia. Thank you. Can she ask for financial loss or 2 false narratives? Not in this case. This case is just asking for protection against Julia. It's just a protective order. It's not a civil claim. It's not seeking damages. None of that. It's a very simple case. I will tell you that the legal professionals that have reviewed this case have confirmed that felonies were committed. That is not coming from me. That is not just me pointing my finger. That is not me saying, oh, I have a case. When I looked at Yesenia's case, and, I had to compile things together, right? Because, yeah, at first glance, it just looks like, oh, 2 girls talking shit about each other. It's just TikTok beef, right? But no. And also, I had some knowledge because I've seen things over the years through both of their content. But I had to sit down and create a chronological affidavit of everything that's happened and assess, like, is there enough here based on what Texas defines as stalking, right, and harassment. And when I looked at the case, I felt really, really, really strongly about it, like really strongly about it. I feel like it's like a textbook case, okay? I put it together. I jumped ahead of the game. I wanted to get it quickly, and I filed it for her. I prepared it. I did all the documentation. I did all the pleadings by myself because I believed in it. I'm not an attorney in Texas. I'm not. I don't have any experience in Texas. So this is just me with my personal experiences in Utah and what I know from what I've read that really believes that she had a case. It's been reviewed by legal professionals since, including the prosecutor and including the attorneys. And that was, recent information that, one, they told me I did such a great job of putting it together. And that made me proud of my work. And 2, they confirmed to me that this case involves felony stalking. That is huge. Like, huge. Like, you know how huge... It's one thing for me to say it. It's something else for legal professionals in Texas that have law degrees that do this for a living to say, yes, this is felony stalking. So, do with that what you will. And again, it's still a gamble. Court is always a gamble. You can have the strongest case, and it's ultimately up to the judge, okay? But I do feel very proud of getting it to this point. I've spent hours on the phone with legal aides. I've spent hours on the phone hunting down attorneys. I've spent hours on the phone with the prosecutors. I don't think anybody can really know, except for myself, how much time I've put into this case. And it's been kind of a case study for me too. It's been a learning experience, and I've enjoyed it, and I've taken a lot of, personal satisfaction, personal takeaways from learning. Okay. But I had a moment today where I was like, I feel proud of everything I put together, that I got it this far on my own with very little education and knowledge, but just my gut, and the little bit of skills that I have with personal experiences, in cases up there. So, even if this doesn't go my way, I just feel like we already won. I feel like Yesenia is already getting relief. She got immediate relief. Look, Torta can't even go live right now. Okay, so now Yesenia is doing her lives every day. Now she can sell her cups. She can sell her sushi without her sushi being criticized. And this is what it was. She got immediate relief from the moment that I announced I was helping her. And that means something to me. That does. I feel powerful. I feel vindicated. I feel like, damn, this was a long time coming. Okay. That soft life is shaking in their Nacho Libre boots. We all got relief. Hi Lala, welcome to YouTube Busties. Thank you so much for joining.
Student has purchased a membership.
I can see local news picking this up. Hopefully. Maybe if we reached out, hey, see, this is why I like these class sessions. Maybe we can get in touch with a reporter in Travis County, give them the backstory of the two brothers, and make Bam Bam's TikTok come to life. Maybe. Anybody got any connects in Travis County? Oh, that would be the cherry on top. I'm thinking big. I don't know if it'll happen. But yeah. In all her TikTok lives, she seems more relaxed. She is. She's got this big beast finally off her back. This big beast is in the corner. Not too scared to even do a live stream. Torta is scared to get on the internet right now. Love this for her. I love this for Yesenia. I love this for me. God, it's about damn time. Shut the fuck up. So here's your homework for today. I want you guys to help me do some research on a Travis County Travis County reporter. Maybe even influencer. There's got to be a local reporter, influencer that reports little cases like this, right? And it's got to help something that the two killer brothers, the two killer twins, and now the third sibling, the triplet is being summoned for stalking and harassed. Come on, hear me out. It would hit. Yesenia feels seen and heard and supported. Yes. Yesenia feels supported. And, like I mentioned in one of my lives that unfortunately got taken down, Yesenia had begun to internalize all the garbage that Torta was creating about her. I want you guys to think, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, the videos that Torta would make spitting, making spitting gestures, I spit on her. Did you guys ever see those? That shit was so vile. That it started to condition Yesenia. It's why she would sometimes not go live for a few months or weeks, and then Torta would get on here and make fun of her for not going live. She couldn't win. She tried to avoid it. She tried to take it head on, but it was beginning to, and she was beginning to internalize it. That she was gross, that she was dirty, that she was dumb, that nobody liked her, that nobody would support her. And that is what people like Torta do. If any of you guys have ever been in an abusive relationship with a man that does this, you know what I'm talking about, okay? But that's how she made Yesenia feel. And that made me sad as a woman. That, all bullshit aside, that made me really sad that, this fucking beast of a human that is so deplorable. And this is how she makes herself feel good. By tearing down somebody else to finally make them feel like shit. Imagine what it would feel like to, see somebody, spitting on you. Spitting on somebody, I think, is such a, It's one of the lowest like things it's disgusting. It's like you spit on someone, you're just like gross. No, like it's such a disrespectful, it's actually assault. Did you know that spitting on someone in real life is actually a form of assault? It's very degrading. Okay. So the fact that it's online, right? And she might justify and say, I didn't really spit on her. Okay, but it's online. It's public for people to see. It hits the same, right? Your spit didn't actually land on her. Okay. But you are like acting as though you're assaulting her. You are cosplaying an assault on this person, which is what it is. Okay? And that has mental effects on the person. To see somebody spitting on you with such disgust, with constantly degrading you to such a degree that you begin to internalize it. And that made me really fucking sad. When I had that conversation with Yesenia, that she had begun to internalize and she had begun to feel shitty about herself. Like, what do you win out of that? Imagine making a living off of making somebody feel like that. Imagine, and you guys have seen some of the live streams. Oh, she has a ball. She has a ball doing this shit. She'll be up here. She eat it with her ugly ass face. She gets such a satisfaction of tearing apart another woman. For what reason? I want somebody to answer me this. What did Yesenia do to Torta to justify this? What is the root of this that made her turn on her like this? I know the root for me was when I rejected her as a viewer. When I didn't like what she was saying about me, and I said you should make better videos that aren't judgmental. And I rejected her in front of my audience. That was what triggered her. But what was it that Yesenia did that sent her into such a spiral that she's spitting on her? That she's reaching out, like all the things. We don't need to go down the line. You know, we've talked about it enough. She doesn't get clipped as much because she's hours on TikTok live. They stay talking mess about each other, leaves them on side separately. No, Sabrina, you're wrong. You're wrong. She does get clipped. There's entire pages that Torta has created to clip Yesenia's lives. So it's out there. The difference is Yesenia doesn't resort to the level of fuckery. And the things that Yesenia does are in response. And there's a big difference. The same people that were defending Taylor Frankie Paul for throwing a fucking stool at Dakota. Oh, reactive abuse. Okay, we'll apply that shit here because it's all responsive. They're not both at fault. They're not both at fault. How are you faulting Yesenia for Torta getting a hold of an explicit video? How are you explain to me, give me your logic of how Yesenia is at fault. What else did you want her to do? Because remember, she's the one that's taking this to court. If they're both at fault, Yesenia would be doing the same shit. Well, then let me reach out to her family. Let me do this to her. What has Yesenia done? She's resorting to court. So there is a very big difference in the type of people that we're dealing with. If they're both at fault, they would both be fighting equally. They're not. What you've seen is Yesenia constantly trying to skirt her. She will stop going live for months. She stops making content. She tries to disappear. And it seems to only aggravate the other party more. So it's gotten to such a degree that Yesenia has decided to take this to court. So tell me how she is at fault for responding, for trying to defend herself, her child, her family, her income. Nobody is attacking Torta's income. Nobody's attacking Torta's way of life. Nobody's going after Torta's, with the exception of maybe the green card files, maybe me now. Okay. But in that situation, it was never they're both at fault. Absolutely not. The aggressor is Torta. In every situation. Is Itati at fault too? When Torta made up the rumor about her husband? Am I at fault too? When Torta tried to get me hit by organized crime? Is Wendy at fault too? When Torta mommy shamed her and body shamed her? Is Melinda's child at fault too? When Torta said she was slow? No, they're not both at fault. They're not both at fault. The people defending Torta in this chat are Torta. And they're trying to do it strategically so it doesn't come off as obvious. I know you in here trying to do damage control, and I'm going to be a little bit more tactful than I was last night, because last night I was on some shit. Oh, I was talking. It pissed me off, whoever asked me last night the same question. But no, it is not a comparable case. It always starts somewhere. And I'm not saying Yesenia has is innocent of all things. But I can confidently say that everything Yesenia has done has been in response and defense. The same way that I did. I lived the same things she's living. I was not at fault either. You know why Torta hated me? For getting back with my baby daddy. That was the root of our beef. That was one-sided for a long time. Am I at fault because Torta didn't like the personal decisions that I was making in my personal life? Am I at fault too? Are we all at fault? Because we try to finally defend ourselves and say something because it gets to a point you cannot ignore it. I remember I would get on my live streams trying to ignore it, and she would send her girls to come flood our lives. I remember they would flood my Cash Apps on my live, and they would send me Cash App requests calling me a scammer. I remember they would flood my emails. They made it so I couldn't ignore what was happening. And I was trying so hard. And I remember some of those live streams holding back tears because I just wanted to ignore it and I wanted to do my content. I wanted to do what I was doing. I wanted to do my cups. I want to talk about what's going on. And I couldn't because the pressure was so big from Torta and her audience that you can't ignore it. So then we respond and then you guys turn it into, well, they're both at fault. No, this is so one-sided and you shouldn't fault people for defending themselves. You shouldn't fault people for standing up and saying, I don't like this. You shouldn't fault people for saying, you're taking it too far, bringing my kids into it. You shouldn't fault people for kicking back to them what's being done to them. If you don't like it, like treat people how you want to be treated. It's this big bully has been bullying for so long. And then anytime somebody bullies back, oh, you're such a bad person. Oh, you're so mean. Why are you body shaming? Because look, the only way we were able to get through to her is by doing the exact same thing she's been doing to other people. Sometimes that's what it takes, is a taste of your own medicine. Okay? How many times has she doxed people? She's queen of doxing, but she tries to hide behind it. She employs her followers to dox for her. I have receipts of it. Go look for them. Okay? So then we match this and we show pictures of her house and then it's too far. No. Sometimes you have to give people a taste of their own medicine para que reaccionen. And I promise you she is. That's why she's... And even after this is over... Do you think she's going to get on here with the same energy? Absolutely not. You think there's a reason she already deleted 40 plus videos without even a court order. She shut up without a court order. She's complying without a court order. That tells you everything you need to know. They stayed body shaming each other. And this is so far beyond body shaming, Sabrina. You give me Torta vibes because that's what she tries to cling on to. But they body shamed me. And... there's much bigger issues in this than the body shaming. We could deal with body shaming. We're actually not the ones that have a problem with body shaming. If you notice, it's always her. It's you guys that cling on to the body shaming. We both body shamed each other. Okay, we're not going to court for body shaming, mind you. There's not a single mention of body shaming in this court case. None. Body shaming all you want. Yesenia doesn't care either. The only person here that cares about being body shamed is the one that starts the body shaming and then can't take it when we do it back. This is not about body shaming. Sabrina, you're excused. You can watch quietly. This is not the place to come defend Torta. You guys give it away too easily when you're running with her narrative. She literally comes after other people constantly crying, and as soon as they return to the energy, y'all cry. It's the same thing you saw last night when I replayed the video of her crying and melting down because her sister finally did something. She came on her live stream crying because her sister finally got up publicly to address her. Mind you, she had been dragging her sister for months. Monetizing off of shit talking off her sister for months. And then her sister finally had enough. She publicly came and addressed it, talked to me. And then Julia was beside herself. Beside herself. That's where she got the Torta Aguada nickname. Okay, she couldn't. She had fucking snot coming, fucking tears into my nephews, and these are little kids that like I saw when they were babies, and they were talking shit about me, and I just can't believe she would get and go live with Annie. How far did you push your sister before it got to that point? Talk about what you did that got your sister on a live stream with me. Oh, but we're not going to talk about that, right? You're going to come on here and cry to your audience about your sister betraying you, but you're not going to talk about the initial betrayal that came from you. You're not going to talk about all the things you did that gets people to finally do something back, right? You're not going to talk about why I sent people to HEB. You're not going to talk about why all those things were done and said about you. You're just going to come on here and say, oh, they're body shaming me. Can you believe it? Like, look at those pretty bitches. Come in. It's a reaction. Just put him here. The Booker Fest. Yeah. And just like that, she couldn't handle 5 videos. And I think we got away with one. Cross your fingers, because I think we got away with one. So far, the rest of her claims were processed pretty quickly. The green card files is down to 2 videos. 2 videos so far. All right, she got half of them, okay? Hurry and go watch them. But I think we're safe on those. Let me not speak too soon, because the rest of her claims were all processed pretty quickly. And if they're going to deny her claims, I think they emailed her already, but I haven't heard anything back on the other ones that she filed a claim for that haven't been removed as of yet.
At Roach Outreach sent $1.99 chisme bucks.
What, mommy?
Ha ha, Annie, I still have the email I sent HEB.
Send it to me. I got reported for that as well on Instagram. I got in trouble for that. I always get in trouble. When I finally clap back, I always get flagged on my platforms for something. You know, I had an attorney. I was speaking to an attorney at that time too, and he literally told me, why don't you just use your own platform to do A, B, C, and D? And I was like, that was probably the worst advice an attorney could have given me, but that's the advice that I was given at the time. And I wish I would have been given better legal options. But I reached out to an attorney in Travis County at that time to try to find my options for relief. And at the time, I was looking at defamation, because she was even on here telling people that my cups were fake and dissuading people, like things that were impacting my pockets, right? And he pretty much just told me, like, I think he chalked it up to some internet beef, and he just pretty much said, like, why don't you just use your platform? Okay, bet. So then I went and posted HEB. and then I got in trouble. I always get in trouble, okay? Andy's in my house so much, my kids think she's for. Oh, I love that. Thank you. He said he's a new mom at that. July is a reason for unhealthy save. Yeah. What is weird is people bringing body shaming up when a person has been suffering harassment from Dorta for over 4 years, and not only that, but threats. Right. Like, what's crazy is the constant emphasis on the body shaming tells me that's Julia and her people. Nobody else is that focused on the body shaming except for her. Nobody else cares about it that much. Nobody else is triggered by it that much except for her. Mind you, she went in a spiral about me, claiming body shaming because I liked the comment that called her Mama Bubba. Mama Bubba, okay? Mama Bubba's a fish. Like, I didn't even know what it was, but I just knew it sounded like it looked like her. Okay? So nobody else is triggered by body shaming like she is. Nobody. It's what she constantly regurgitates their body. Yeah, all they can do is body shaming. Oh, they're body shaming. Anytime you see somebody in the comment section talking about body shaming, it's her or one of hers. Because nobody else gives a fuck about being body shamed the way that she does. Not me. Not Yesenia. Nobody else is outraged over the body shaming. We don't care about the body shaming. We're past that. This isn't about body shaming. There's not a single mention of body shaming in the court filings. We don't care about it. Mama Bubba. Okay? And your prison name is going to be Mama Bubba. Yeah. We need to, what would Annie do? Because sometimes in these situations, I need to activate. It's code switching. But I'm always really bad. I'm always really upset about that because, like, I wasn't body shaming her. It got to such a degree that eventually I did because I was being dragged for body shaming when I wasn't body shaming. I really wasn't. I was shaming her behavior. Mind you, my caption in the video that I said responded to her literally said, Do better and make worthwhile content instead of judging others. That's what I said. I still remember what I said. I didn't body shame her for months. And then she went on a tangent and she effectively convinced people that I was body shaming her. But I wasn't. But it's like when you get accused of cheating for so long, so you go cheat. Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know what? Fine. If I'm getting canceled anyway for body shaming, fine. I'll say it. She is. And did. And she is. Now what? But it was so frustrating, like being accused of that for so long, all while actively being body shamed by her. Okay, they body shamed me for being too skinny back then, which I was. I was not healthy. I was recovering from my mommy makeover. I was going through a lot of shit at the time. I was going through domestic violence. I was going through a breakup. Just got scammed by the contractor. My house was under construction. Like, I was in the trenches. So I was unhealthy. And I was shamed for that too. But nobody blinks an eye. Nobody ever mentions how Annie was body shamed. And nobody's bothered by that. Why? Because we don't drill into that the way that they do. Okay, fine, you body shamed me. I'm a skinny bitch. I was a skinny bitch. Fine. Have it. Now what? Now what do we do with that information? I haven't victimized myself for being body shamed the way that she does. Okay, why is that so important to constantly capitalize with the body shaming? Nobody gives a fuck about it except for her that bad. So when you see people bringing that up, just know it's her. And I wonder why, because that's her biggest insecurity. Her biggest insecurity is that she will never fit into one of these. Okay? She will never fit into one of those. She never. Okay? She would never fit into Vicky's. Lululemon. Like, she would never be a Pilates aesthetic queen. Sorry. Her biggest insecurity is what she looks like. So she projects that onto us. Sorry, it's not our fault. Like, go do something about that. Get your man to go pay for a couple lipos. Something. That's fixable. It's fixable. You know?
At Roach Outreach sent $4.99 cheese Maybucks. They call you skinny. Have you seen Connie? She looks physically unhealthy. She has the med teeth. Do they call her Colacus too?
I haven't seen Connie like that. But, so, since she like skinny shames me, does that also mean she doesn't like all skinny girls? Because isn't that what she tells people? That because I body shamed her that I don't like fat girls? That all my followers that are heavier plus size girls, that I don't really like them because they're not skinny? Like, that makes no sense, right? So I don't see people applying the same logic. Well, if she's skinny shaming me, she calls me kalaka, kalakis. I don't remember all the other things they called me back in the day, but they were always skinny shaming me for being too skinny. So does that mean you just don't like skinny girls? She did it to Wendy. I don't understand the big hype to some skinny bitch desnalgada. Girl, what? You're one whole nalga. You know, when she was talking about, oh, I do better back shots than PJs. The front looks like the back. What do you mean? Like, you can't even tell the difference between what's back shots or front shots for you. Stop. I'm sorry. Don't report me. Don't report me, please. Sorry. Okay. You know what's funny is last night when I was going ham, I turned off TikTok because I was like, come to YouTube, I'm going to get in trouble. And I ended up getting in trouble on YouTube anyway. What about all the nicknames she gives people? Exactly. Yesenia's is Fodonga. Piojos. Or like, she has a ton of nicknames for everybody. Pug. Right? All these degrading nicknames she has for people that are shaming them for something about their appearance, but then we draw the line at bot people pointing out that you're a big girl. Oh, okay.
At Roach Outreach sent $4.99 cheese Maybucks. Why para Akabarla? She said Jenny 69 didn't have the right to be upset at life because she's skinny. She was shaming her for having a kid with special need.
Thank you, Rochi.
At Gabus 667 sent $1.99 cheese Maybucks. A placating Lowell.
Okay, sorry. Why did she call her PJs? Because back in the day, Yesenia would always live stream in pajamas. So it turned into just PJs. I still think PJs is a cute nickname, like PJs, porque she was always fodonga. She was never done up for Julia's liking, you know? Yesenia has her own like vibe, you know, her own aesthetic, and it's not what Julia thinks it should be, right? Yesenia lives in a humble small town, lives a traditional Mexican life, and that in turn gets like degraded by Julia. And mind you, pay attention to what she's degrading, okay? Yesenia lives in a small, humble town with her family, with her husband. You know, they're always trolling her for being poor. They're always trolling her for where she lives. She's living a traditional Mexican life. So if you're degrading her for it, how many other families are you degrading in the process? Pay attention to what she's doing. And this is why she hates that I'm picking this shit apart. Because if you really pay attention to this, she's being very MAGA-like, number one. But two, what she is implicating about Yesenia, she's implicating about other Mexican families that live that way, that same way. I saw somebody say that she shamed her for buying 10 pesos worth of jamon. That's very common here. People go to the store and literally buy dinner with 10 pesos. And then mind you, these are the same people that would in turn shame me for not being Mexican enough. Oh, she does this. She goes over here. She never speaks Spanish, blah, 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 blah. Right? Well, then you have Yesenia and she does it too much for y'all. Like, you can never win. It's just somebody looking to pick apart anything to degrade somebody. Yesenia said that she wore PJs because she was depressed in an abusive relationship. See, that's sad. That actually makes me sad. So, see, you never know what people are going through. And then you're coming up and making it worse. I remember seeing receipts in those group chats when I would be live streaming. And I would be really anxious, and I would be picking my lashes, and I would be picking, you know, and I shared that, you know, when
Roach Outreach sent $1.99 chisme bucks. She's MAGA. She said illegals don't belong here.
Oh, clip that. Send it to me. Thank you, Rochi. But anyway, I remember seeing them laugh about how anxious I was. And I was really struggling. If I struggle with anxiety and I'm a picker, so I would pick off my lashes when they were doing all this shit to me. I would take out my hair extensions, and I remember seeing the receipts in the group chat as they were like taking joy and laughing. Oh, we got her so fucked up. Look at her, blah 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 blah. And I just like when I saw those, like it made me so sad. It made me so sad because I was going through so much, and then these women were just like loving it. They were loving seeing me visually struggle. And then when we talk about PJs, I didn't know that when she said she would wear PJs because she was going through stuff at home, right? So like, it's just such evil things to do. You never know what people are battling at home. And then you kick them while they're down, you know, like, and we're women. Can I just be real right now? All shit aside. All the joking, all the trolling, whatever. We're all women tearing each other down for whatever reason. Whether it's in defense of ourselves or this or that. But it just makes me sad that we're women at the end. Like, this is stuff that men usually do to us. Men usually break us down like this. Men usually do this type of shit, right? We can expect it from men, but it just makes it really sad to see it coming from women. I can't even call her a woman because I just don't think she's not a girl's girl. Okay. So I'm big, but who cares if you say or point out the obvious when you come after people's family and livelihood? That's crossing a line. I don't understand how she could think that's okay. And I don't like how she made it like when I would troll her back, she would make it like it was trolling everybody that's big, and that wasn't the case. Like, I came for her. I have a problem with her. I'm trolling you specifically. My problem is with you, Julie. I dislike you. But the way she would loop in, like, oh, if she said it about me, that means she's saying it about everybody else. No, You're on, like, you, this is about me and you. This is between me and you. This is not between me and anybody else. This is not me versus plus size women. And that is the approach she tried to take so that people would join her and support her and be like, this skinny bitch is out here after plus size women, doesn't like plus size women, is body shaming plus size women. That's never what it was. I was after you. I was taking shots at you and only you. And then it's like what Chancla did when she went and got the entire neighborhood in on it to make it seem like I'm after the whole neighborhood. You know, I don't have any problem with plus size queens. I don't care what you look like. I don't discriminate. My baby daddy was fat. Okay? My baby daddy is plus size king. Okay? One of my children might actually end up with his same, body type. I don't care. Like, I'm not that shallow. It's, if you're not a skinny bitch, you can't sit with me. Like, I'm very diverse. I don't care about that. I care about how you treat people. Like, we're not in high school. This isn't Mean Girls. And she tried to make it seem like I was a mean girl that just wanted skinny, pretty bitches. That's not the case at all. The only reason why body type shape was ever brought up was in response to her constantly shaming other women for their bodies. That's it. That is it. Also, she made fun of her for being in an abusive relationship in contact with the abuser. That's what happened to me too. I went through a very public domestic violence situation on social media. And when my baby daddy did that to me, they reached out to him too. They were in his live streams egging him on for information. They were in his live streams asking him about my body. They were in his live streams asking him if I liked anal sex. That type of vile, weird shit. Yeah. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you. All right, let me make a goal. Let me see if I can make a goal. Share how you'll give. Okay, I've never done super chat goals, but let me see if this works. Your goals live, share with your audience to get them excited. She's the only person who I have heard her say anything about their body. Not even Michelle or Sabrina, and they did you dirty. Oh no, they used to do the same shit to me. Sabrina and Michelle used to come for me hard for not having a big ass. I remember one time I had a court hearing with Michelle. She filed a small claims case against me for the attorney's fees and the stalking injunction that I filed against her. And I was like 6 weeks postpartum when I went to this hearing, and she took a picture of me at the court's at the reception counter. And I guess my body wasn't what they liked, and they compared and these pictures eventually ended up on those troll pages. But she took a picture of me at the counter, and I didn't know she took a picture of me, but eventually ended up on those troll pages. And then back in the day, Sabrina used to talk mad shit because I was skinny. She used to do the same thing to me. Que estaba desnalgada, que Walter no le gustaban las flacas, blah, blah, blah. And so it was always like engraved into my mind that I was not attractive because I was too skinny, right? And then when the troll pages surfaced during the hate campaign, magically those same pictures, and this is when I learned that those pictures even existed, because the way that I was standing made me look like, have you seen the Men in Black? That picture of like the little aliens, how they're really long and they have like a funny pancita and then like no ass. Well, they put me next to the Men in Black image because that's what I look like at the time from that angle. Okay, so I've been getting body shamed for being skinny or not having like the traditional Coke bottle, whatever, since back then. And it happened to me with Sabrina. It happened to me with Michelle. Like, people have always came at me for being too skinny. Like, I don't know why body shaming is always a go-to with women that I get into beef with, but it happens to me all the time. I never start that shit, okay? Like, and I've never talked shit about Sabrina's body type or anything like that. In fact, I think, she's just a short little girl, but that was always weird to me, like, why we go with attacking a body. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Someone once said I had an octo ass because I have no booty. And you know what? Small natural booties are coming back in. The BBL era is, I think, on its way out. Actually, Torta hosted a live about that one time, wherein she was expressing frustration with Wendy because she didn't have, right now we're in the era of buchonas, and she's like this nalgada. Natural booties are coming back. Is it just me? But that's what I see with, I was talking to my man about this other day. I was like, what are BBL queens going to do when it's no longer trendy to have big old BBLs? And then even if you remove the BBL, like, you're left with permanent scarring. You're left with, it's a trend. Big booties is a trend. BBLs are a trend, but eventually all trends die out and new trends replace them. And then what? You're left with permanent changes and modifications to your body. I even said the same thing for having titties. I'm like, big boobs used to be like a thing back in the day. Nobody really cares about big boobs anymore. But like, I'm always going to have to get my boobs redone forever. Like, if I took them out, I'm concerned what my regular boobs would look like. I don't think I would like them anymore. So imagine a whole booty. Imagine taking out your booty and then you're left with like a saggy butt with extra. I don't know. I just feel like Wendy Ortiz, I was really sad to see her get a BBL. Pobrecita. She looks amazing. But I think she got bullied into a BBL by the internet. There was so much pressure on her that she didn't, and Torta was part of it. Torta's part of the reason why Wendy got a BBL, okay? There was so much pressure on her to fit society's version of beautiful, which is you got to have a big butt and you got to be curvy. And she went and did just that. And I was really sad to see her do that. I love, I'm for you doing but I just feel like she did it because of social media pressure. I don't feel like she did it because it's something that she wanted to do, and that made me sad that I was like, you let them win. You let them win and you let them bully you into modifying your body to appease what they think you should look like. I've had a lot of people, and Julie loves to do this shit too. A lot of people talk shit about my ears, okay? And they're like, why don't you get your ears pinned back? On my mugshot, my mugshot shows my ears full blown. And I refuse to get my ears done because it would be done just because you guys bullied me into it. I don't have a problem with my ears. My ears work just fine. They don't bother me. When people are like, you tuck your ears back. Well, you tuck your fucking fupa in. What's the difference? You tuck in your arms. You tuck in your love handles. But it's very different for me to permanently alter something on me because you think I should do it. So that's why I refuse. I could get 6 ear jobs if I wanted to. But they work just fine. Ears are just ears, so I'm like, if people have to shave my ears, you got nothing else. You got nothing else if you got to come for my ears, and that's fine. Let them have it. I refuse. I am like defiant. I refuse to let people push me into modifying my body. I did get my tummy tuck done. That to me was more reconstructive. It wasn't because I was self-conscious. You guys know I was in the fucking 2-piece with my loose skin, with my tons of stretch marks, and posting it. I didn't care. I had to get my tummy tuck done because it was more of a health thing. I had to get my hernias fixed. They were getting worse. They were getting painful. And it was reconstructive to me. It wasn't because I didn't feel comfortable enough. I was out. I thought I was the shit anyway, So yeah, I don't like that. I don't know why we got into this topic. I do tuck the fupa in. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's none of my business if you tuck your fupa in. But when people are like, why do you tuck your ears in? Because I want to. I like them better that way. I feel good that way. And little secret, I have always been bullied for my ears. From childhood on until adulthood, okay? In elementary school, by my siblings, I've always been bullied for my ears. It's the one thing people have always pointed out, and I have it used to make me cry when I was little, okay? But the defiant, and I love this about me, that I refuse to alter them because I know I would be doing it because people, not because of me, not because I want to. Not because I think there's anything wrong with them. It's because people. And that's what I saw happen to Wendy. And that's why I felt sad. Because I was like, they beat you. You let them beat you. You let them torment you enough that you altered your body for them. If I wanted to do it for me, I would do it for me. Just like I did my body for me. Like I feel like women, I'm a huge fan of do whatever makes you happy. But I feel like we shouldn't do it because we're pressured into it by society. You're one of a kind in a cute way. And that sounded funny. That sounded funny. That sounded like you're uniquely pretty, bestie. So anyway, I've heard so many surgeries of stories of surgeries going wrong. Yeah, it's a risk that you take going under. You know, for any procedure, it's a risk that you take going under. And at the age of 36, I just don't think it's worth it for me to risk going under just to fix my ears. I don't care about it to that degree, right? But it's the one thing people have always trolled me for since I was in elementary school. Me hacían bullying de mis orejitas. And I used to hate them. I used to hate them. And then one of my children were born with them. So also I was like, I can't get my ears done because I don't want my child to feel insecure about their ears, you know? So I think there's a bigger beauty, and this is going to sound really cheesy. I find confident women very attractive. I find confident people attractive in general, okay? I think there's a bigger beauty in a woman owning how she is unapologetically than being aesthetically beautiful. And that's just my personal take. And I've struggled with self-image too. Please don't get me wrong. You guys saw my lip filler era. I struggle with my lashes, okay? There's still things that I'm not entirely comfortable in. I still struggle with self-image as well. I still have insecurities. I have things. I'm just a woman like you, and we all have imperfections que vemos y no nos gustan, and I rely on this. My extension era and my lip filler area, it was painful to look back on. That was I had a distorted view of myself. I had self-image issues, and some of those were born from social media too. It is hard being on social media, y'all. The pressures that you have as a creator to get on here and look decent and look perfect without imperfections, like, it's difficult, okay? Anyway, we're getting off topic here. I think we were going into this because of the fucking body shaming narrative. So anyway, love yourself as you are, except if you're Julia, you should hate yourself. You're despicable. Women, you should all love yourself except for Juliaag. We all have something, yeah. We can't have it all. You know, you gotta be born with something. I remember La Abuelita from La Hernia would pop out, yeah. And I didn't know this, but I also had a belly button hernia that I didn't even notice because my belly button was already fucked up from my pregnancies. Beauty is pain regardless, yes. All right, so where are we at? I'm scared to wear short shorts because of a birthmark and keep telling people I shouldn't care, but it's hard. People are so mean. Don't worry about people. Not you, Juliaag. We should all love ourselves except Juliaag. She should definitely not love herself. There's nothing to love. Okay, so let's recap because I gotta wrap up soon. It's 8:50. Amor, he hasn't popped in here. He always comes in here to say hello to me. Voy a llorar si no ha llegado.
No deja de complicar.
A ver, where is Yesenia's? I have to pee so bad, you guys. Yesenia's GoFundMe. She's at 2620. I love that for her. She's 380 away from 3K. She will never know how much pregnancy changes your body. Never will. Yeah. And that is her own curse and downfall.
Pues aquí ando recogiendo el bote, my love. Porque dije a ver si mi esposa lo recoge, pero se olvidó, pues mira.
Oh, my love, sí se me olvidó. De hecho, lo vi 2 veces when I left the house, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna grab it on the way back, pero pues se me olvidaba. Lo bueno que ese no se lo robaron. Julie, put the pizza and wings down and be at the court date. Por favor y gracias, yes. Juliaag, sorry, nothing is fixing the inside or the out. All right, so let's recap. Okay, let me recap really quick what we've covered on today's live. We're going on a 3-hour live stream. Can I just say how cute I find out that I went from PJs to Yes, Your Yesenia? Well, we talk now. So yeah, we talk now. We've had a lot of conversations privately, and you know, I wish her well. She's young mother starting her family, and I think she works hard. You know, I know we both have history, but I really truly wish her well. I don't think anybody deserves to go through what she went through. What is this? Is this? Oh my gosh. Can I do a quick unboxing with you guys? I didn't think it was gonna get this fast. Okay, I have a huge surprise for you guys. Hold on. Where is my box cutter? A beautiful woman with horrible attitudes. Hold on, guys. I've been waiting for this. Are you ready to rumble? Okay, I ordered something very special the other day. Okay, it's a barista. Okay, it's a special barista. Oh my gosh, even the box is cute. Are you ready? Watch me break it. Let me shut up. I have the worst luck. Okay. It's pink. Okay, looky. Even the straw is pink. The sky is pink. I'm awake. Okay, so this is from the Asia release. Look how cute it is. It is the pink one. I also have the hot pink one on the way. I have 2 of them on the way. I entered a raffle over the weekend. He had the pink, the baby pink and the dark pink, but I didn't win it. And then it was a pick. The winner got to pick the pink or the dark, and then the winner picked the other one, so he let me buy the pink one. Look, amor.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, look how cute.
It's nice.
Yeah. Y tomorrow sale el del mundial.
So tomorrow,
Hunting. We got.
bird.
Yeah. Vamos a madrugar.
Está chido.
Está bonito, ¿no?
Yeah.
Son pareja, pues, mira. Mira, esa soy yo y esa eres tú. Así.
Dios del devil.
And they go together, yeah. Oh, this is a World Cup?
Yes.
It's super cute. It's a lot cuter in person, and I love that the straw is like pink and white.
So the hat pink one. El que era hat pink.
El Barbie pink le encargué 2, pero son sobre pedido. Pero este ya lo tenía, so me lo vendió después de que perdí la rifa.
Okay. Nice. Me gusta.
Qué bonito. Okay, so I'm gonna do a special wheel with the pink one. I haven't decided how I'm gonna handle that one. Oh, like the first ones you received and broke immediately. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. I drove home at grocery shopping and you're still here. I'm clocking in, okay? I gotta make up for the 3 videos que nos tumbaron yesterday. So tomorrow sale el del mundial, and we're gonna be out hunting. Amor, should we? How early are we gonna get up? When the kids don't have school tomorrow.
No.
So vamos a madrugar early. How early? I need to check my Facebook groups to see si hay a lot of demand.
Yeah.
Pues no sé.
Is Maya going over?
Oh, también papaya porque no tiene escuela.
Sí, dile que se va a ir.
Los 3 vamos a ir.
Oh, yes.
Will you be selling any of the Mexico limited edition sleeves? What sleeves? US is also getting the Mundial one, but only reserved tier has access to buy it online. Oh, I didn't know you guys were getting the World Cup one. I had 3 I sold a few of them on pre-sale. I don't know what the demand's going to be like tomorrow, and I don't know if the price is going to go sky high. So if you want to purchase one, run to my online shop. I think I have 1 or 2 pre-orders left. But I guarantee you after tomorrow, the price is going to jump maybe double of what it's on my website. Amor, se me quebró.
We didn't buy t-shirts, the Mexican selection.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. For tomorrow. Tomorrow's the...
Happy hunting tomorrow. Crossed fingers emoji.
Thank you, Basti. Wait, yo tengo... No tengo del mundial. Tenemos soccer jerseys, pero tú no tienes. Yo, para serte sincera, se me olvidó que empezaba mañana. Till the kids told me.
Yeah. Yo también no sabía.
We're not fans?
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we today.
I think Andre has some jerseys. Okay. So tomorrow, drop the link to the shop again, bestie. Yeah, so if you want to place a pre-order, the online shop is right here. Everybody's off work tomorrow, huh?
Not me.
Well, not, pero like government offices?
Oh, yes.
Post office
Yeah.
gonna be closed too. Then iba a hacer envíos mañana, pero probably not.
Well, I don't think so. It's not like
No, porque los juzgados
it's not a
también.
holiday.
Pero me dijo la licenciada que los juzgados también.
Well, she won't declare it as a holiday.
It's a holiday?
No, she declared the day of like que no había trabajo.
Oh, okay. Thank you for helping Yesenia. You learned from the terrible things she was capable of by the way she harassed you. Yeah, unfortunately. Amor, can you fix this for me? Que me salió la nada. Pero no te vas a cortar. Okay, so let's recap really quick because we're gonna conclude here. As a recap, we covered the green card series update, the videos that were removed and that you guys unfortunately didn't get to watch replay. We covered we will be restarting the green card series with the restructure of the receipts. We covered a little bit of an update on the case. We covered somewhat covered the increase on the GoFundMe, or the reason for the increase indirectly. We covered, what else did we cover? We covered a lot. So now 3.5-hour live stream. I want to thank you guys so much for showing support today, helping me recover from the small L that we took with the videos that were removed. And those of you that sent in live streams, yes, this live will be available for public replay. I still have, so this one will be available for public replay because I think it's important to let everybody know what the status is of everything, where the green card series is, how we'll be restarting it, what happened to the videos, what's going on behind the scenes, and the case update. So this one will be available for public replay. We will pick up on a regular schedule. I don't have any live stream scheduled tomorrow, but I will most likely do one sometime in the daytime. I'll let you guys know on my member wall. And then Friday, we do have the, what is this? Oh, a reporter. Somebody found a reporter. Okay. Hey, good work, bestie. Tisa Risa, thank you so much. She just sent me a $50 Venmo. I'm going to go ahead and get you on the giveaway. All of you that send in super chats today, tips of any sort, are on the giveaway for Friday, where I will be doing a special spin for one of the baristas of your choice. Tisa, thank you so much, bestie. I have you down for 5 slots on Friday's spin. Appreciate all of you guys that showed up with support, either through way of chat or super chat, tip, engagement, just being here, resharing. Help me with liking the live on your way in or out, or hyping it. So if you missed it, make sure to catch up on the replay. I don't think we covered anything crazy today. Also, we learned the importance of being in class every day on time, because you never know, sometimes the live streams may not be available. So we did a little bit of roasting, but we restructured it a little bit. We did have a good class.
At UVA 86.54 cent $1.99 chisme bucks. Class was good today. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so
night,
much.
everyone.
Oh, look. Okay, I want to share this with you guys. So, can I see the Dia de Muertos mug? I think I have pictures on my shop, bestie. Really quick, one of the things that I gave you guys homework on was to find a local news reporter in Austin that maybe would be interested in covering the open case, the current case. One of you found the reporter that covered the killer twins right here. And it looks like she found a local reporter. She reports crime in Central Texas. This is a local Austin reporter that covers bullying incidents. This is another one. Hey, that's great work, bestie. Good job. Okay, I'm going to reach out to her privately, and I'll keep you guys looped in on what she says. That would be cool if we can get some local coverage on the court case. That's going to make somebody spiral, but yeah, find the media who covered yeah, they did. So this reporter covered one of the murders. So it'd be interesting to see if they would be interested in taking the story locally for Yesenia's case of stalking and harassment. So let me put something together. Let me do some research. This gives me some groundwork, and then once I have a better contact or can tell you guys this is what I've sent, I will pass it along to you guys. And I'm sure if they receive multiple requests, maybe it'll grab their attention. So that's the recap for today. Thank you so much for so first let me do some research. Let me figure out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to tailor it. And then once I have the contacts ready and I can tell you, okay, this is a good person and this is what we need to say, then I will pass it on to you guys and you guys can send your request as well. And I think that would have more weight, very similar to like the GoFundMe. I know we didn't do any update on her GoFundMe. I think the GoFundMe is still up, but again, shadow banned and only accessible through the link. And her GoFundMe is still sitting at $875. Yesenia's GoFundMe is currently at $2,620. So it's 66% to goal. As they say, money makes the world go round. Yes. So there was a brief update on our live today where we talked about the need for an increase in her goal. We will have a update for you guys pretty soon, like a pretty big major update on the case within the next couple of days once it's safe to share it. And Fox 7 will be calling tonight. Charles County is Austin. Yeah, so those are the local reporters that cover the brothers case. And the goal is to see if maybe they have any interest in covering, the upcoming case due to the relation to the other cases. Both of the previous cases are violent cases, right? The one that me llama mucho atención is the one where, may she rest in peace, a single mother that was murdered in front of her children by one of Torta's brothers. If we could intertwine it, because it is still a form of violence against another woman. And I mean, just being related. Imagine the headlines. Like if you've seen Bam Bam's video where they're like, what about the Austin Zoo? Shut up, Brenda. Torta wanted to be famous. If a reporter does take the request, she's definitely going to get her 15 minutes for all the bad reasons. Yeah, so first, let me do a little bit of research on this. Let me reach out first. Let me find the correct contacts. This is a good starting point. Elena, thank you so much for taking the time. She gave me the links to her social media. She got me a couple of local reporters, so I have a good, footing to start. And I will report back on tomorrow's episode. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys supporting my live streams. As always, I have pinned to the top of my chat the link to join my memberships. It gives you access to all the behind the scenes. The green card file, some of the green card file receipts are available on my member wall if you're interested in seeing them. I will be restructuring the receipts so we can restart the green card series with you know, the relevant points. And of course, have a good evenings. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Count on a midday live stream.